Welcome everybody to the Majestic Goose Network. I always almost say one-shot onslaught whenever we do these one-shots. We have got a special D&D 5e one-shot for you all tonight. We are going to be playing the Poultrygeist by, I almost just said by Gobble Gobble because that's what it says.
By Gobble Gobble.
Yeah, by a Goblin Scrawl game. So it's got G-O-B in it. So it was tricky to not do that. And before we get started, why don't we go around the table? We'll have everybody introduce themselves and then their character they'll be playing tonight, and then we'll hop into the adventure. Trunda, do you want to take it away since you are closest to me on the layout?
Absolutely. Tonight I am inhabiting the personage of Hezekiah Sternwattle. He's an Aarakocra cleric serving the Lord of Light, and he has never smiled and never will, for smiling and laughter are sinful.
Fantastic. And then we'll go down to Danny. Who are you playing tonight?
Tonight, I am playing Bree Brightwood, who is a very basic bard, and is just happy to be here and spread some PSL love.
We'll go down to the tiny chef hat below you. Jeremy, who are we playing?
Hey, tonight I'll be playing Gobbo, your friendly neighborhood goblin. I'm a ranger. I'm also a chef, most importantly. Travel the land looking for the greatest ingredients and recipes, and gonna make it a wonderful holiday season.
Of course we are. And then last but not least, Tiana.
I'm Tiana Hansen, and I'm going to be playing Catherine Holiday, who is a warlock who is bound to defend the bounds between the holidays. Her patron is Jack Skellington, and because he jumps around between all of the holidays, he wants to make sure that all of the holidays are secure from each other. Christmas is definitely overrunning its bounds, and we're going to fix that.
One way or another. And
I said fix.
And where are we heading tonight? This group is in the middle of the doesn't need a name forest. That's actually what it's called. They put it on the map. They're like, hey, get this thing a name. And they were like, nah, it doesn't need a name. So they wrote that down on the map. So we're in the middle of the doesn't need a name forest. Where are we heading to? And why, like specifically like this group? Because I'm just looking at it like, man, this is maybe even more ragtag than usual on the network.
This is a tremendously unbalanced party. I love it.
I feel like Hezekiah is not really attached to the group per se. More, he's attached himself to the group, as for some reason he's found it his spiritual mission to try and save the souls of these people, despite the fact that they are laden, dripping and heavy with sin. It is my divine duty to cleanse you of said sins and shepherd you into a righteous future.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like we had a destination in mind, but Gobbo is leading them like the longest way possible and going through a forest because he wants to get these truffle mushrooms that he remembered being there last year. And even though they don't often grow in the same place twice, he's got a good feeling. I swear, come on, it's just a little bit further. We'll just keep on going this way. There's going to be a tree. I'll remember it when we see it. It'll be good.
Well, while you are looking for these truffles, Gobbo, it is autumn time. It is the time where it's, winter's right on the horizon. It's probably just a few 10 days away now. And so the air is getting very chilly and the trees have all started to, they're well into their oranges and yellows. A lot of the trees are even starting to go bare now. And just as you get to the spot where like last year, this is where these truffles were. You start to hear it. And it's low at first, and this is probably something that Hezekiah is very accustomed to. He hears the call of a turkey, just go, go, go. And then it starts. That's much better, thank you.
Can you keep it down back there, Hezekiah? Come on, I'm trying to listen for the truffles.
I am answering the call of my people.
How do you hear truffles?
Oh, see, that's these goblin ears of mine. I can hear this thing from miles away.
Oh.
Yeah, make a real high pitched frequency.
That's useful.
Yeah, everyone thinks the pigs smell them out, but really, it's all based on their ears.
So you and pigs have the same ears?
Kind of. Mine are a little less floppy, but I mean, the size is pretty close. And my cat's returned.
Hi, kitty.
And then you really start to hear it, Hezekiah, and I guess Gabba too, with your goblin ears. You start to hear that low turkey gobbling start to turn into a roar of not like one giant turkey. It is a chorus of turkey. Is it turkeys or turkey, Hezekiah?
It is turkeys.
Turkeys. You hear a chorus of turkeys. It sounds like nothing you've ever heard of. It sounds like there are hundreds, perhaps thousands, coming up from the direction that you all just came from, which is saying something. It's like, because you would think that you would have seen hundreds and thousands of turkeys on your path walking down this direction, but now they are getting closer. And one thing you know, Hezekiah, is that this is not the gobble of a happy-go-lucky turkey. These are gobbles of bloodthirsty and angry turkeys.
Hearken unto me, friends. Scores upon scores of turkeys with blood and vengeance in their hearts are advancing upon our very position at this moment.
Yep, not fucking with that. And I'm going to pull out my ivory goat, whatever it's called, figure of wondrous power. And I'm going to throw down a goat of traveling. And this goat will appear suddenly beside me. And I'm going to climb on top of its back.
All right, what are you other three doing?
I shall fly.
So you did mention, I mean, you are an Aarakocra. Obviously you can mechanically fly. Can turkeys fly, though?
Sort of.
Is it more like Buzz Lightyear, like falling with style?
I believe they can only do short distances because they're not particularly aerodynamic anymore. They've been bred to be less so.
Yeah, that's
However,
true.
I have not been bred for domesticity.
Right, yeah. You are, yeah.
I am rake thin, for I fast to prove my piety.
Never eaten. Okay.
Never have I eaten, for it is a sin.
What about Bree and Catherine?
Running feels like a good plan.
Pretty much. I mean, I can't fly at the moment. Let's just go this way.
Okay.
So it seems like now Bree and Catherine, you two also can hear this just like tremendous, it's like shaking the trees, these gobbles. And it's not just like a wave of them coming. It's like you start to see some from like the sides now too. It's like they are like a horseshoe shape, kind of like all closing in around you as you mount up and start to fly, or just take to your feet and start to run away from this horde of turkeys. And it takes a while. Obviously, Bree and Catherine, I think you two would be the ones further behind. Your two friends, I don't know if they're just like bolting and leaving you two behind, or somewhat sticking together. But either way, after about 2 or 3 minutes of this running, the turkeys they're not able to really keep pace with you all, but they definitely are following you. And then eventually you rush out of the forest, and all the woods kind of give way, and the sound of turkeys gobbling and beating their wings still not very far behind you all. In front of you, the earth like drops away, and you can see that there is a 100-foot deep cavern in front of you. And looking down, you can see it like looks like the floor is moving. And then you realize that it is hundreds of turkeys down there also. And there is about a 20-foot wide stone bridge, like a natural stone bridge that is stretching out over this chasm. And on the far end of it, you see that there are two like broad steps that step up into this courtyard that is surrounded by these 4 pillars, and then you see inside of this mountain these 2 large stone double doors. It's like a lodge built into this side of the mountain that the turkeys are kind of like funneling you into.
Hey, you two, hurry up! We can't. They're coming. There's more turkeys coming.
That's not an ominous way to put that at all. Good
Their numbers are legion.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I guess we don't really have a lot of other options, so...
Flee the foul.
Yeah.
So, as the turkeys are drawing closer, and you see like now them coming out from the woods, and it is mind-boggling how there could be so many turkeys in one area at a time. You see hundreds of them, not only below the stone bridge, but also just coming out of the woods now. And as soon as you cross this bridge and you look back, you see that they have all poured from the forest now, but now they have kind of stopped at the opening of that bridge, and they're just kind of watching you as you approach these double doors.
How big are these doors? Can my goat fit?
Yeah, they're pretty large. We'll say that it would probably make up like a 10-foot wide like opening.
Well, let's go through the doors.
I mean, we could just stand here and pick them off until they try rushing us. That could be fun.
That's true. We could just have ourselves a nice meal. I mean, I got some salts and oils and things in the bag and some herbs. This could turn into a real feast.
I've got lots of pumpkin spice, but I don't know how that goes with turkey. And also, I only have like 20 crossbow bolts, and I don't know how I feel about like hand-to-hand combat with the turkey.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Hezekiah,
No.
you know how they think, right? What's the best way to kill all these sons of bitches?
By the blade, or by whatever arcane might thou can wield. Granted, if your arcane might is not provided by the Lord of Light, then it is sinful. However, you may find it efficacious in your attempts to stamp out the lives of these turkeys.
I mean, is that like okay for you? Is that like...
Well, I mean, it's perfectly all right for myself. Might not serve your eternal damnation too well. I shall plead for the repose of your soul should you die.
Is this like a goofy Pluto situation, or is this all right? I mean...
I do not understand your reference.
Yeah, that's all right. Most people don't. All right, well, why don't we get inside before the turkeys gobble us up? You see what I did there? And then we can plan our dinner.
Levity is sinful.
But funny. All right, yeah, Gobble, I think you're right. And I'll go up toward the doors and see if we can get those pulled open. Moving carefully because you said they're funneling us in there, which makes me think that we're someone else's dinner.
Well, it's funny that you said pull, Tiana, because they're actually push doors, so it's kind of embarrassing when you first walk up to them. And
I'll pull first and go, oh, I mean, it's clearly in a language that I don't speak that it says push.
Yeah,
methinks thou hast misapprehended the doors.
I can't read that language. What do you want?
Even though these look like, sturdy, thick, huge stone doors, they are easy enough to push open. But like as soon as you do, there's kind of a like a puff of dust that falls off of them. Like they haven't been open in quite some time. And inside, you're able to leave behind this horde of turkeys. It is a little bit of light coming in from behind you all until you walk in through the door, and then the doors slam shut behind you and a large iron bar drops, barring the way and closing the door behind you. And suddenly there are candles that spring to life on this huge table in the northern side of this hallway where there's It looks like it was set for some large feast, but there is also this grisly scene where there are these 4 dead dwarves that are all seated around the table, and their skins really pulled like taut over their bones from age and the dry heat. This whole place is pretty uncomfortably hot in this entire feast hall here. And then after you all are kind of taking in this scene, you see this translucent figure of another dwarf dressed in fine leather armor and wearing a hooded cloak slowly start to materialize in front of you. And he looks up at you with this great sadness in his eyes, and he says, I am great Game Master Talbot, and I'm greatly sorry for what is about to happen to you. Whoa, I'm sorry, I don't know why I do that every time anybody comes in here.
Begone, foul spectre.
No, I'm not. No,
phantom from beyond the unknown.
No, I'm not a bad spooky ghost. I'm a good ghost.
You seem pretty spooky to me.
It was the ooh. I don't know why I do that every time. I'm sorry. I think it's being a ghost. I think it makes you do that. No, I'm.
Oh, come on, they're adorable. Hi, I'm Catherine.
Hi, and nice to meet you, Catherine. You other 3? I already said my name, so I think it's rude if we don't get everybody's names.
Sure. I'm Bree.
Bree.
I am Goodman Hezekiah Sternwattle.
Hezekiah.
And hey, I'm Gobble. This is my goat, Butterbean. Say hi, Butterbean.
Whoa, Butterbean. So you all were led here from the turkeys, yes?
Yeah, what's that? What's up with that? That's kind of creepy. Hey, by the way, have you seen any I don't know, little truffles growing around here? I mean, I'm trying to make a nice gravy sauce for an upcoming meal, and then now we ran into these turkeys, and now we're in this Silence of the Lambs type situation. Silence of the Yams, maybe.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, you mean the mushrooms with a Z?
Well, they're not really mushrooms. They are a type of fungus, but technically they're pretty far from the mushroom. Humans are actually closer to starfish than truffles are to mushrooms. True story.
Either way, I call them mushrooms with a Z. I know exactly what you're talking about. You see, I used to take care of all the game in this area before I met my untimely doom.
So you are dead.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm super dead. Yeah, I got killed by the Poultrygeist, is what I call it. But it's really just Gobble Goliath. You guys have heard of Gobble Goliath, right?
No, tell me about it.
I have not heard of such blasphemy.
Oh, yeah. Gobble Goliath was I think I've said his name a couple different times. You can use it however. It's kind of like how you can spell Sean a bunch of different ways. The Gobble Goliath was this prized turkey that used to live in these woods. And when I was the gamekeeper, you never let nobody could touch Gobble Goliath. Otherwise, they would see my wrath. I'm not very strong or anything, but still, I'd give them a ticket. But either way, my gambling caught up to me, and the owner of this here hunting lodge said he'd repay all of my gambling debts if I let him hunt Gobble Goliath, which I admit I'm a weak man, and I took him up on the offer. One of the last things I ever did. You see, as they hunted down Gobble Goliath, he was no mere turkey. He was I don't know. Wait, are all boy turkeys like cows and bulls?
No.
You don't know much about turkeys for someone that has like 400 turkeys.
I never... I'm sorry, my mind just got boggled real quick. I just started realizing I don't know much about turkeys. I don't know how it was nepotism that I got my job. Either way,
shall I banish this irreverent spirit?
No, I gotta tell you how to survive. You're gonna die, but I'll tell you how you can maybe survive. Long story short, when they feasted on the Gobble Goliath, he came back as the Poultrygeist, is how I've been calling him these hundreds of years now. And he pretty much just lures any hunters or would-be hunters into the area, into this hunting lodge now, and massacres them and then eats them much like he was eaten. There's one way and one way only to stop the Poultrygeist.
What's that?
You want to know? Well, I'm not going to say it if I'm going to get exercised.
Well, I mean, we're more like
Hezekiah.
gatherers anyways, so...
Hezekiah, don't banish him. We need to know. Because
But
otherwise
if
we're
you
going to
do
get...
not tell us, then you shall be exercised. How
Otherwise,
does
we're
that
gonna-
suit thee?
Otherwise, we're going to get edited by all of those turkeys that are out there, and that does not sound pleasant.
If it is the
No.
will of the Lord of Light, then I shall succumb to it willingly.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Yeah, why don't
That
we
is
just
your
leave?
choice, and it is sinful.
You can't
Yeah.
leave the turkeys. I've seen those turkeys do some fucked up shit before.
I've seen
Ooh.
Butterbean kill some fucked up shit. I'll just run out of here. He can fly. Our friend's here that we can figure something out. I mean,
Your
Oi!
goat can fly?
well, no, he can fly. Point at Hezekiah.
Hello, yes, I can fly.
And they can ride on the goat for a few minutes. I mean, we can get... Butterbean can pull some shit off if it means escaping some turkeys.
Well, good luck leaving the hall. The Poultrygeist won't allow it. Ooh. I'm just kidding. You just gotta
Right.
lift that bar. It's not like super heavy, I don't think, but don't do that. Come on, kill this turkey so I don't have to live with it. He's such an annoying roommate.
So how do we kill him?
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to that part. That's the best
No.
part. Yeah, all you got to do is you have to get all the remains of the turkey, the Poultrygeist, we call it. Let's not call him turkey. I think that's just gonna make it upset. Poultrygeist or Gobble Goliath, one of those two would be good. We have to collect all the different pieces of the Gobble Goliath. There are 5 in total spread throughout this hunting lodge. You collect all the pieces and bring them to the feast hall through the table. And only then will the Poultrygeist be able to reform into a true embodiment of the Gobble Goliath. And then, and only then, will you be able to actually kill the Gobble Goliath once and for all. Oh!
And then
Why
if we,
were the...
if we do this, then the other turkeys will just let us leave. They probably get pissed
Oh,
off
yeah.
or something.
No. The old turkeys will be cool after that. They're just under some thrall by the Poultrygeist.
What do you think, Catherine? This seems more like your type of thing.
I mean, this does sound like an attack of Thanksgiving on all the rest of the holidays, and that's a problem. So, why did all the pieces get spread out? That's just silly.
Well, because all the hunters were like eaten, and they were rude, and like some of them was like, "Oh, I'll take this in my room." The chef was eating some. There's a kitchen. There's the kitchen, and I don't know. I mean, when you find the places, they'll probably make sense. And if not, I mean, I didn't scatter them.
So we're not worried about the parts that have already been eaten, right? Like we don't have to
No, I
come up with those bits.
No.
It is not my intention to wade through excrement.
Okay,
No,
well,
it's
you
not
can
like-
put it
there's
more
not gonna
bluntly,
be any in
Hezekiah.
No, there's none in like the turlet or anything. You're just gonna have to find them all like bones and stuff spread around.
All right.
I would love to help you. I really would. But whenever I do, and then the adventurers die, then me and Gobby, that's what I call Gobble Goliath now. Just like he really just gives me a hard time for the whole next year, and I would rather not have any of that. So I'm gonna just like kind of hang back here in the feast hall and root you guys on from the sideline silently. I don't want him to know that I'm helping you.
Could you like call him something else other than Gobby? It's like close to Gobbo, and I don't want Butterbean to get confused.
I don't want to get confused because I don't want you to suddenly be like, "Hey, go ahead and kill Gobby," and I'm like, "No, he's my friend."
I'll stick to Poultrygeist. I'm the one that came up with that, so I'm kind of proud of it.
Okay.
Pride is also a sin.
Everything's a sin according to you, including breathing. Okay, let's do this.
Breathing
I
is a
mean-
celebration of the lungs granted to you by the Lord of Light, and is therefore a celebration of faith.
That is not what you said a week ago.
I was referring to sneezing, which is sinful.
So pretty much, let's go ahead and hop over to overlay with the map. I want to make sure that nobody got scooched out of their slot, and also get some backing music going. There we go. So
Music.
what you all can see is that you all are standing in this great hall. You're actually like standing on this large wolf pelt that is laying down right now, like a rug, and then there's also an alligator rug and a bear rug right in front of you. And then you're able to see that to the left and right of this room, there's a large fireplace, like a hearth straight ahead of you, and then the big table. Left and right are there's two separate hallways where you can pretty much go left or right. And Thalbeck will say, honestly, there's really no, rhyme, or you could either go to the left and take out the rooms that way and check for there, or you can go to the right first. Kind of a dealer's choice.
What do you think, Bree? I mean, your name's a type of cheese, and that means you gotta be pretty smart.
Right, exactly. I mean, my parents were brilliant like that. And because my name is a type of cheese, I think we should start in a kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, it's beyond me to argue with a piece of cheese.
Thalbach will say, oh, the kitchen's to the left, so head down there. It'll be the first door on the right.
Okay.
All right.
So
I am suspicious of this sinister path.
Forward, Butterbean. I'll gently tap the goat, so I start walking and trotting forward.
everybody, as soon as you start to head to that hallway and into and through this feast hall, will you all please make a dex saving throw as you start to see cups and silverware start to spring up from the table and start to get hurled from you from some unseen force. I promise that is not me. That's the Poultrygeist doing that. You can't see him right now. I told you, he's a butt.
That will be a 23 for Hezekiah Stern.
Holy hell. First
Nat
roll of
20,
nice.
also a 23.
Do you want me to make that on mine or the goat's dexterity?
Ooh. That's a good question.
Let's do yours. We'll do yours.
All right, then it's a 17.
Okay.
And I got a 21.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you
Big
all
rolls.
expertly dodge all of these just like mugs and forks flying at you and make it down this hallway, and obviously you're able to just enter into the first door on the right, and you see that it's a large kitchen. It's very cluttered though, even how big it is. Yes, I did say dexpertly. Sorry about that.
That's awful.
You do see lots of different sizes of tables.
Wow.
With it looks like the kitchen of like a restaurant, a tavern. It's large but still very crowded. There's a wash tub full of soapy water and dishes in the one corner of the room. There is another door leading where if you it would have been like you guys kept walking down the hallway further down, leading in that direction. And then there's these three like giant bowls or like vats that look like it's like cranberry. What's the cranberry stuff? What's the cranberry
Sauce.
Thanksgiving? Cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce? No.
Are
Yes.
you all right?
Yeah.
Is that it? Well, I've never had
You need to
it.
lay down.
I think I do. I'm standing up right now too at my standing desk, and I think it's sapping my mind power to go to my legs.
He doesn't even celebrate Thanksgiving, and he knows this.
We have
That's
it at
impressive.
Christmas.
Cranberry sauce.
Sauce.
Yeah, we have cranberry sauce at Christmas with turkey in the
Okay,
UK.
okay. I have to ask: do you do the homemade stuff or do the stuff out of the tin?
Cranberries don't grow here, so yeah, it's out of a jar.
Mm.
It doesn't have the lines of the can. It's not real.
Exactly. So you do it out of a jar, not out of a can.
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
same kind of jar you'd get jam in. You'd have
Okay.
cranberry sauce.
Looking around this kitchen, is it like up to health code standards? or does it look like it's been abandoned for a couple hundred years?
Oh, it looks like it's been abandoned for a couple. I mean, prior to that, it looks like it's a pretty well kept kitchen, but now it's got like a decent layer of dust over everything. Yeah.
If we clean this place up, depending on how long we're stuck here, I can turn this place into a real nice looking place. I mean, we're not going to starve, that's for sure. And we'll go out there, grab a turkey or something if we need to.
Get some good elbow grease going.
Toil is nourishment for the soul.
True. Plus, Hezekiah is going to waste away eventually. I mean, that's going to feed us for a few days.
Yeah.
No, it won't. You would need a really good stew pot for that.
Oh, I got a stew pot.
Fair enough. All right, let's look around. And I'm going to start looking around for pieces of an oversized turkey.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we wanting to focus that look, or do we want to just kind of is it kind of just everybody, like, are we just like going through dishes, or are we like how thorough are we going here? That's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm gonna look in the oven.
Okay.
If there's an ice box, I want to look in there.
I want to
Okay.
look in the big vats of cranberry sauce.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm here,
All right,
little Poultrygeist. Can't hide forever.
Yeah, Poultrygeist.
All right, everybody, roll me a investigation check, please.
Okay.
21.
5.
A 6.
Oh,
What?
I got
Well,
a
you guys.
7.
Wow, everybody used their good
That's with
rolls
proficiency.
except for Bree, who is really getting to the nitty gritty of these this cranberry vats. As soon as you lean over them, and right after Gobbo was kind of talking smack to the Poultrygeist, you see the 3 vats of cranberries start to bubble up a bit. And then you just have a moment to lean back as they all 3 kind of like spring out from the vats and form into these kind of grotesque shapes and forms as they start to like back you into a corner, Bree. And we'll roll initiative against these cranberry jellies.
The Cranbominations are attacking.
God.
A 20 for initiative for Hezekiah.
Ooh, I rolled an 8 and they're -2, so I just got a 6.
Damn.
that was a 7 for me.
So you
I got a
just beat
15.
them. 15.
All right, mine's a 13. I want to dismount from Butterball or Butterbean, and then he's going to turn into a little figurine. And I pull out a second figurine, and this one turns into a giant goat, which can engage in combat.
Okay.
And I
So I
guess
think-
I'll roll dex for that, or it should be on the same as mine.
So I think first up is going to be Hezekiah, right?
Yeah, 20 initiative.
Yeah, with the 20.
Y'all. Can I position myself in such a way that I can catch these in a 15-foot cone?
You definitely can. I will say that Bree's also pretty close to them. So I think that to get all 3, you would also have to get Bree. Otherwise, you can just get 2 of them. I'll give you that choice if you want to get Bree or not.
Bree has not done anything to overtly offend my sensibilities thus far, so I shall refrain from burning her with my holy fire.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, and I'll cast Burning Hands.
Okay, they make dex saves for that, right?
They do indeed. It's a
think
DC
I
14.
I think I spoiled their dexterity by saying that I
Little
got
bit.
a -2 in the initiative. So yeah, they got an 8 total. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna roll 1, so I have to roll 3 of them.
So it's 12
Or
fire
2 of
damage.
them. 12.
Spoiled
they've got
cranberry
any-
sauce.
Let's see. They don't have any kind of fire resistance or vulnerabilities. Okay, so 12, you say?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 of them will. What happens to cranberry sauce if you burn it, does it just get really stinky?
It would like caramelize and burn.
Yes, it's just full of sugar.
Yeah, it's just like now stinky sugar.
Like, yeah, cranberry brittle.
All right. Anything else, or shall we move to? I believe Catherine is up next, and then Gobbo.
And falls off me. Sorry.
Okay. Catherine.
All right. I want to bonus action draw my rapier and speak the command word to activate the flames, which is Christmas tide, because it amuses me, and then move close to one of the cranberry sauce thingies with this flaming sword and take a stab at it.
Is it your sworn duty to separate holidays, and your trigger word is Christmas tide? It's not Christmas yet, Catherine.
Look, it's my duty to keep the bounds separated, but I like Christmas the best.
That's true. That's fair.
So I will take a stab at the one that's closest to me with my rapier.
We'll say that one is the one that has not yet been toasted.
Okay, that is a 23 to hit.
No, that's gonna hit. Yeah, oh yeah, that is gonna hit.
And then some. All right, so that is 9, 12, 17.
And it's a magical, isn't it?
Yes, it is a flame tongue rapier. That was my magic item that I took.
Yeah, okay, well that's awesome. I think the piercing through it doesn't do that much, right? It just kind of like reforms around your blade, but when it's ignited in that flames, it again starts to just turn to brittle.
Whoosh. And that is my turn, and I'll settle with my shield between me and it, ready to deal with whatever is about to come.
Okay,
that's my turn.
Gobbo.
All right, Gobbo's gonna. So just to paint like a picture, Gobbo's a little small goblin with a giant backpack with like pots and pans hanging off of it and all this food and stuff. And he has this big like metal campfire skewer that is his spear. And I'm going to grab that and hold it in my hand. But first, I'm gonna have my new goat, Cheddar Bite. I'm gonna smack him on the ass and go, "Get him, Cheddar Bite!" And Cheddar Bite's gonna charge and use his charge attack. So the charge attack, they need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. It's just one, right?
Oh wait, no, I have to do a ram and then they make the saving throw. So
okay.
That's gonna be. Ooh, that's not great. 11.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, so 2d4 plus 3.
I'm looking at the stats of these things, and I'm thinking that the challenge rating of 2 might be a little bit skewed. Like, just based off their armor class and their stats and stuff. I think that might be a little low. I mean, a little high.
I mean, people can mess up level or CR2 things pretty quickly if they are able to go ahead of them, whereas
and these rolled
CR half things, especially if they get an attack roll of a surprise round. Shadows can mess up a group of level 10 characters. Don't ask me how I know that.
That's true.
So the ram will do 9 bludgeoning damage, and then it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, these things are stronger than they are fast. Whoa, but a natural one's not gonna do it, is it?
All right, so it's knocked prone.
So like,
and it takes an additional 2d4 bludgeoning damage.
So I guess it's just like now lying
Which is
on
7
the floor.
more. So 16 total damage, and it's prone.
Ooh.
And that was just Cheddar Bite's turn. And then he goes, "Ha! There we go, Cheddar Bite."
Well,
Huzzah!
that one now
It
just looks like a it's like laying flat. It looks like somebody just spilled their cranberry sauce.
Is it dead?
No, it's still like you can see like it's starting to like try to reform a little bit, but right now it's just like a coat on the floor.
All right, then I'm gonna run over and stab it with my skewer spear, and I get 18.
Yeah, that's gonna hit it.
So I'll do 1d8. Why do I not have the dice ready? Okay.
That's an excellent question.
7 damage, and then Colossal Slayer will kick in because it already has lost health. and I am a ranger, which will cause it to take an additional 1d8 damage. So 6 more.
Okay, so I think that's 6 damage. What kind of damage is that? 6 damage? Is that
I think it's the same type. It's just, it would be the same, so it'd be piercing.
Okay, so that would be, how much total piercing was that? That was 7 plus 6, 13?
Yeah.
So while you're trying to stab into this is a non-magical weapon, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you're like trying to like stab into this, and it's kind of, kind of awkward since it's just like spread across the floor, and you think you probably didn't quite do that full damage to this. It is resistant to non-magical piercing, so it did half of that.
Okay.
And then we go to Bree, followed by the Cranberries, and they're gonna be singing Zombie.
So, so there's still
That's a
3 of
band
them.
reference.
How,
2 in a puddle, we'll say.
Are they a threat in this puddle form?
You think that if they get attacked, they could probably
Okay.
still do something. They could probably form a little fist or something.
I want to go ahead and cast Thunderwave.
Ooh.
So that's going to be a 15-foot cube originating from me. And that's going to be con saves.
I want to say that I think no matter what, Gobbo will be in that.
If it's coming from me, if I stand beside him, it shouldn't get him, right?
So the way I'm kind of picturing it is Gobbo kind of like standing like right over the one that's like laying on the floor, like poking at it.
So I'm in the same space as it?
I mean, you could be a little bit off to the side, right? Because you obviously you got like your 5 foot of reach or whatever it is.
Yeah, and then Cheddar Bite's beside me.
And of course, don't forget about Cheddar Bite.
Well,
Did more damage than I did.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to picture the actual. Yeah, but yeah, I think you could get 2 of them safely. We'll give the same kind of option that Hezekiah had, where it could be all 3 of them could get hit with Gobbo, or the 2 that are still kind of formed, just them. You can kind of position away from Gobbo a bit.
Well,
Gobbo hasn't been hit, by the way. So I mean,
yeah. Gobbo, I can heal you up afterwards. So I'm just gonna cast it. So that's a Constitution save.
okay. Okay, so what was the saving throw we were looking for?
12.
Ooh.
I got an 8 and Cheddar Bite got a 14.
Oh, crap. Okay, well, I'll heal you up next round.
I think. Do they take half if they saved? I can't, because there's 2 different spells that are very similar, right? There's like one that's like a cantrip.
Yes, on a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't
Okay.
pushed.
All right, I think they all. Saved. Yes, they all saved. I was looking at if you're prone, if you would have disadvantage on con saves, but no. Okay, so they all actually rolled above a 12, so they'll take half. The puddle is probably about to get destroyed one way or another, either way.
Okay. Well, that is 8 points of damage. So halved is 4.
Yes, the puddle is just like spatters the walls as soon as you make that loud noise, and the other 2 are still going to be standing. You do blow blow some cranberry sauce off of them. They shrink down a little bit. And anything else before we go to their turn?
I'm going to back up a lot. And as I'm backing up, I'm gonna just I'm going to look at Gobbo and say, "Live, laugh, love," and inspire him as I back up.
That's only fair. Well, one of the jelly men that you just hit is going to. So you rolled a 10, and I think the hit is a +4. Does a 14 hit Bree?
Yes, it does.
He is going to reach like into his abdomen and pull out a chunk of jelly and hurl it at you. It is only going to do 1 damage at first, and then please make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that would be 4.
Ooh, and that's gonna be 7 points of poison damage as you realize that this cranberry jelly has been sitting here for quite some time. And then the other one is going to turn towards Gobbo, who just, wrecked his friend. That one is going to ball up its fist, for a 22 total, and just try to haymaker Gobbo. I'm guessing a 22 hits.
Yeah, that hits.
That's going to be for... This one is a lot more damage than the throw. That's going to be 9 points of damage. How's Gobbo?
I've been sauced.
Okay, and then you have to also make a con saving throw to this nasty, nasty cranberry jelly.
That's that's good. 17.
Okay, so you're good. You just take the 9. And then we go back up to Hezekiah.
Yeah, this stuff's terrible. This is gross.
Thy gluttonous berry form is disgusting. Taste my wrath. And Hezekiah will advance upon one of the jellies with his shield and +2 dagger. Because he's really had enough. He's gonna fucking slice some chunks off this horrible expired can of cranberry sauce. Oh, that's the natural one.
Oh,
That's
no.
the worst you could get.
Which is the worst
What?
I could get.
Damn, you had a +8?
Yes, for it is a +2 dagger.
Ooh.
And a finesse weapon.
Nice. But not nice enough.
Not nice enough, even with a +6, that was only a 9.
Yeah, if it wasn't for, ones being natural ones being auto misses for attacks no matter what, that actually would have hit. That actually would have hit.
Duly noted.
Yeah, so Hezekiah goes up and takes a swing, and it just like slooshes away from your hand as you try to dive it into it, and then it reforms after you pull out.
Thou hast evaded death this time.
And then next up is gonna be Catherine.
All right. I'm going to turn away from the puddle and take a stab at whichever one is closest to me at this point.
Yeah, I think they're both kind of just, side to side, so...
Okay, then I'll go after the one that isn't in front of Hezekiah.
Yeah, they're both pretty even.
Okay.
Looking amounts of jelly left on their bodies.
That is a 19 to hit.
That's gonna do it. Oh, this is with your flame sword?
This is with my flame sword. And I got max damage on 2 of the dice. So that is 14, 15, 20 points of damage.
Ooh, you can describe how that one just gets cooked.
Okay, so like pirouetting lightly on one foot, Catherine lifts up her sword and gauges for a second. She's had a lot of different kinds of holiday feasts, and cranberry sauce tends to be at a lot of them. So she just stabs into one side and slices up and diagonally through it, cutting it very neatly on the diagonal in half, and then it goes sploosh all over the floor.
And then there was one. Gobbo, you are up.
Our DM has disappeared.
Whoa. Whoa. I don't know what happened there. I was here. I did bend down to get another drink real quick, but...
All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I had taken the chef feat. So I have 2 delicious snacks that I had prepared, because you can prepare snacks equal to your proficiency bonus. And as a bonus action, I can consume one of those treats to gain temporary hit points equal to my proficiency bonus. So I'll quickly eat a little snack. I think it's a powdered donut, and I will gain 2 temporary hit points. It's just in my pocket. And then...
Ew.
Yeah,
it's powdered donut in your pot. Who does your laundry?
Gobbo. At least it's not like a wet food.
Just
It's
soup
not like
in your
baked
pocket.
beans in my pocket.
Campbell's chunky.
That's good pocket soup.
Not butter beans. So I just eat it and gain 2 HP, and I go, "All right, you jelly, you screwed now." And so the one that I smeared all over the floor is dead, right?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
only one remaining now at this moment. This is
All
the
right.
one that this is the one that threw some jelly at Bree.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Mm-mm.
As delicious as that sounds. All right, go get them, Cheddar Bite. And I'm gonna once again give him an encouraging smack on the ass, and Cheddar Bite's going to charge forward. I do not think I'll get the charge this time, because I'm assuming it's not 20 feet away this time.
No.
Before,
Now
since we were like on the
yeah.
other side of the room. But he'll still just do the normal attack. So I'll go for a ram attack. And that's going to be 11 plus 5, 16.
16 will indeed hit.
All right, so 2d4 plus 3 bludgeoning. So that's not great. 4 plus 3, 7 bludgeoning damage.
I mean, it's not terrible. It also, as soon as this goat headbutts it and some of the goo, some of the jelly goes off of it, it also looks like it wasn't the sturdiest of hits. It seems like it's also maybe perhaps resistant to bludgeoning as well.
Right. Okay.
Which
And
I
then,
may or may not have forgotten last time, but that's all
What?
me.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, even though this is a magic item, it doesn't say necessarily that the goats deal magic damage. It just says. it turns
Oh, I didn't even
into a
think
giant
about that.
goat.
This is a magic goat.
But it doesn't say that, so it's fine. All right, so then I'm gonna just run forward, and even though I know it doesn't deal as much damage, I'm gonna try to attack with my skewer spear once more. Oh, natural 20.
Ooh.
God damn.
Pew, pew, pew. Hey, Drundu, you workshopped this with me on NBA. How do we do on streams natural 20s? Is it 1 max damage die plus a rolled damage die? Yes, I think that's it, right? It's been so long since we did NBA.
This
I
has been a
believe-
long time.
I
know, the
believe
real
you get
rules.
one. Yeah, I believe you get 1 max damage roll, and then you get to roll one more die.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
so
right.
in that case, it'll be an 8 plus a 4, so that'll be 12 plus my dexterity, so that'll be 15.
15. All right.
And then I can roll for Colossal Slayer, and that'll be another 6. Do I roll
Ooh.
Colossal Slayer twice or just once?
Oh, I don't know.
Actually,
I
it says
think
once
just-
per turn. Once per turn.
Okay.
I think it.
okay.
Well, no, I think it's any damage dice get doubled because of the crit.
we can do that.
So, do you want to
2D.
deal a max? One of them's a max.
Yeah,
and
we'll
then-
do that. We'll do
So,
in for a
yeah,
penny, in for a
1.
pound.
So 8
an
plus
8,
6.
8 plus. Okay, so 14.
So 14 plus my
Plus
original.
The original
9
roll, yeah.
plus your original, which of course was.
It
19?
was no, my original was an 8 plus 4, so it's 12.
12 plus 14.
12 plus
26.
14.
26, cut in
of
half,
course.
13.
Okay, cut in half, 13. Ooh, I'm gonna say that you slice this jelly down to its knees.
Down to its
And-
jellies.
Down to its jellies. And where it was standing about, almost 6 feet tall, you cut it down to its knees, so now it's only like 2 feet tall. And then the knees reform into another little amphimorphous body with like arms and 2 legs.
I'm going to be like, you're gross. You're a gross jelly. You are a disgusting cranberry sauce. You do not taste good. You should not be proud of yourself. I'm like degrading this thing.
It's looking really sad, and now it's kind of cute. Bree, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to take a cue from Gobbo there, and I'm going to use Vicious Mockery and keep telling it that it is a terrible jelly. It tastes awful. I can't believe that it's made it this far. It just needs to not be around anymore. It's just terrible.
You guys are so mean. So
that
mean. Is that a wisdom saving throw?
That is wisdom.
I got a -2 wisdom too, so does that make you feel good?
Yes, it does.
It got a unnatural 1. It rolled a 3 -2.
All right. So that is going to be 3 psychic damage.
All right. What's that? What's that look like?
Oh my God.
I have insulted it so much that it just withers in and collapses on itself, feeling so terrible about what a terrible jelly it is.
Yeah, it just kind of saps all of it from it, and it kind of just loses the will to be able to form any kind of body, and it just kind of pulls across the floor. And now this entire room, there's jelly spattered on the walls. There's jelly just on the floor. Everything's sticky. Everything's sticky in here. This room kind of sucks now. There is that next door. Everyone that was looking in other places, you were looking in under the dishes in the sink and in the stove. The stove hasn't been lit for a while, and in the ice box, and you didn't see any kind of turkey pieces anywhere.
Well, that was fun. And flick pieces of the gummy off of my sword before it burns and cauterizes onto it.
Yeah, prestidigitation to clean up some of this stuff.
Stuff is a good word. So there's another door, you said, Adam?
Yes, there is.
I'll go over there and actually put my ear to it to see if I hear anything moving around in there.
Roll me a perception check.
That is a 14.
Yeah, it sounds dead quiet in there, much like the rest of this hall, kind of.
Okay, then I will pull the door open.
Inside, you see it looks like a pantry, a larder, a closet. It's got crates and barrels, baskets, sacks of food. There is a stone table that kind of looks like, it almost looks kind of like an altar, the way it's arranged. And on the altar table, there is a plate of food. There's bread and vegetables, and like your normal Thanksgiving plate. And strangely, it's not as degraded and spoiled as you would imagine it to be after years and years. On that plate, you do also see a turkey leg, mostly just the bone, really. But you think that would definitely be a piece. And then Bree, you kind of peek in over Catherine's shoulder, and you also see on one of the shelves in this room a spice jar that is labeled Super Secret Pumpkin Pie Spice. We lost someone.
Oh, Jeremy. Come back, Gobbo.
Back, Shane.
We'll be back. We'll be back in our normal spot soon, everybody. But yes, there is super special pumpkin pie spice.
Yeah, I need that. I'm running low. I need that.
What this pumpkin pie spice does is you've tasted pumpkin pie spice before. You love
Oh, yeah.
PSL. This, if
This
you
stuff gets you super fucking high.
Hey,
If
whatever
you-
it takes, man.
if you consume a serving of this, there are 5 servings in this jar. You will get 10 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna mix up a new PSL.
Okay.
Do that
You're
right
gonna
now.
Down it right away.
Yeah.
All right. So you can go ahead and mark down 10 temp HP.
I am.
You do have a total of 4 people in your party. If you wanted to share the wealth a little bit after you get that taste.
Oh, it's so good.
What is it?
You know what? I don't know if
It is
Hezekiah would
That's
drink
what it
it.
is.
You know what? Yes, I am going to share because it is the best thing I've ever tasted, and it's killing me. But here, Catherine, try some.
Okay.
It's very addictive, so just be warned. Hezekiah, do you want some?
I desire no part in your unholy abomination beverage.
All right,
He's
more
not.
for me.
Thank you. And I'll take a long sip. Oh, that's tasty.
I know, right?
Look
He
at
says,
that. Everyone's in the same spot.
You said 10
Dripping with
temporary?
sin.
Yeah, 10 temp HP.
Nice.
You want to share some with Gobbo?
Yeah, Gobbo, you want some of this super pumpkin spice mix that I found? It'll give you some a little bit of an extra boost. Sorry that I hit you with my thunder wave.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll have a little bit of that.
I mix him up his own PSL, and you get 10 temporary HP for that.
Yeah. So you'll have two more servings of that, I believe, Bree. You get
Yes.
5 total, and you just gave everybody 3. Hezekiah.
Hezekiah
resists
turns his
the
back.
urge.
He turns his back on you and
To it.
starts praying.
No, he turns his beak up to it.
Yeah.
And then that means that, so yeah, you guys did find the turkey leg. So you got 1 out of 5 pieces.
Oh, we got part of it. That's a good start.
The Lord of Light be praised.
1 out of 4 pieces. I'm sorry if I said 5 at the beginning. I'm almost positive I did.
You did.
That is on me. But either
Lying
way,
is a
you've
sin.
got 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Good Berry, which really means I just pull 10 good berries out of my pocket, and then I'm gonna use 10 consecutive actions to eat those 10 good berries, and they gain 10 health.
I love that each good berry fills you up like nourishment for like a day. So you're just like, oh, I just really need this.
I mean,
Sorry.
Goppo is basically a hobbit, so of course
Yeah.
he would just eat all of the lembas.
Just a very brief tangent. Like, you used to get these, still sell them, but you can get these milkshakes like that come in a can in the UK, and they're called Nourishment, and they're like fortified milkshakes with like whey powder and vitamins and stuff, and they've got like 400% of like your recommended vitamin D and various other vitamins and stuff. So you drink one of these things, and it's like you literally, your body can't process it. It's 4 times the what you're supposed to have. So like it just turns you piss like bright orange.
Yeah, I was gonna say anytime you
your body
take
can't process that.
Yeah.
It just gets rid of it. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
anytime you take above the 100% of a vitamin, you just pee it out, and it'll make your pee really cool colors, either green or orange.
Oh no!
Adam, do you want me to start a new recording, or are you just gonna use Zoom for me since I lost my audio?
I'll just use your Zoom. That'll be good.
Okay.
Then I won't have to piece that thing. Because if I
Yeah.
do use this, it will probably be like a last minute Hail Mary, like, hey, I need a quick episode. So
This is B-roll, man.
We're not even B-roll. We're like Q-roll.
So heading back into the hallway you all came from, there's obviously the one door across the hall, and then there's the feast hall, and then the other hallway.
Oh, let's check the other door. We're here.
Might as well.
And my flame tongue rapier is still in my hand and still very bright.
I must admit, though it is a sin to covet, thy neighbor's property. I am deeply admirable. I hold your flame of rapier in deep admiration.
Oh,
Goody
isn't it,
Catherine.
isn't it wonderful? It was my patron gave it to me.
And who is thy patron, pray tell?
I've told you, it's Jack Skellington.
Idolatry. However, I will say he has excellent taste in weaponry.
He very much does. And fire's always fun. I
Yes,
mean, you know.
it is. Although fun is sinful, and I do not employ fire for fun, only in the service of the Lord of Light.
Yeah,
So
but you
praise him.
enjoy
Praise
it,
him.
don't you?
To enjoy it is sinful, and I have been bad.
Is it sinful to enjoy the gift that your God has given you?
Yes, for he has
Why?
decreed it so.
Oh,
Why? You're given appropriate thanks for the things that you are given.
For only through toil can one appreciate truly appreciate the gifts provided by the Lord of Light. He is a stern but loving father.
Wouldn't a father want his children to enjoy the things that he gives?
It is in the service of the father. We live under his sufferance.
Yeah, I'll just leave that there.
I am his servant, not
You're
his
also
child.
his child.
No, his child in name only. I am but a tool, a weapon, a holy instrument of his divine will.
You know, my patron at least feeds me really well.
I have no desire or need of food. The Lord of Light is my nourishment.
Yeah, I can see your ribs right through your feathers.
I shall be consumed by an internal fire, bringing me home to the Lord of Light.
right. Okay.
Okay. Well,
praise his name, Lord of Light. Bless you.
whatever makes you happy.
And you just hear muttering in Celestial.
And it sounds like a bit of a turkey to me.
So we'll check that other door.
Okay, yeah, opening up in the next door.
Theological discussion.
This is all happening in the hallway.
What did you expect with this group? I mean, really?
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I said this is like, it's a pretty
Some
short.
deep currents.
This is a pretty short like adventure. It's kind of meant to be played in like a short session. I was like, with this group, we'll get 3 hours out of it easy.
3 hours is a short session for
At
us.
least.
Yeah, we could have a 3-hour session without any adventure, if we're being honest. But yeah, you open up this next door and you see that it looks like this is where like the hunters, this was like their bunkhouse, their room that they slept in. There are 4 bunk beds kind of scattered around the room, all around the edges of the room, and there are small bedside tables and chests, each accompanying all of the different beds, like foot lockers and things like that.
Well then, shall we search the footlockers?
Okay.
Perhaps we ought to.
I shall. If no one else will, I shall search the footlockers.
Everyone roll me another investigation check on this one.
Oh
That's-
my goodness. I yet again roll a 1.
I was gonna say,
That was a 1.
oh my goodness, was gonna say this is gonna be a very low roll, but we'll see.
17.
Probably
Okay.
got a 14.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what Hezekiah and Bree are doing. They're probably still carrying on their theological discussion, just like in the middle of the room. You other two can see that there is a one of the chest near the foot side of the bed has on it a very obvious, that is very hard to miss, Bree and Hezekiah plate sitting on it that has a sandwich that looks like maybe like a turkey sandwich.
We found it.
Well,
Oh,
that was hardly toil at all.
Well,
I mean,
it's
Nice job.
I could hide it somewhere.
Well, who's approaching the sandwich?
I probably am saying
Okay.
carefully. Well, if you want me to hide it so you can find it, we can make it. We can put a little more toil to it.
I do
And
not play
at-
games.
And at that, springing like through the bed mattresses around the wall, you see 4 dwarven. I don't want to say ghosts because they look. You can obviously tell that they're like dwarven, but they are twisted and they don't look like Talbuk. They don't look like they retained any of their personality or their form, even other than being able to tell that they were once dwarves. And they are all carrying. Some of them are carrying like hunting rifles and like hunting daggers and pickaxes. Let's go ahead and roll initiative once more, please.
Here we go. Oof.
There.
Ooh,
22.
I rolled a 4. Am I going last again?
I got a 6.
20.
Hold on, I might have a
5.
plus on these bad boys. I do have a plus. They're still gonna be last. Did you say 5, Catherine?
5.
5. Okay, so Catherine will be last. So the way I've got it is, Bree, what did you get?
20.
And Hezekiah.
22.
Okay. And then Gobbo got a 6. Okay, so it's going to go Hezekiah, Bree, Gobbo, the Spooky Men, and then Catherine. So Hezekiah, you got 4 spooky-looking ghosts ready to be exorcised.
Well, very well then. I shall channel my divinity and attempt to turn the undead.
Anytime I play a cleric, I never find undead. Drundu plays a cleric one goddamn time and finds a room full of undead.
Reggie the good boy is a cleric.
That's true.
He's a paladin, actually.
Oh, my apologies. I
Yes,
forgot.
that's right. Shiny boy.
Yeah, I have never played a cleric in 5e before.
Yeah.
I haven't ever played a
Oh.
warlock, so it's our first time.
Aw.
Yeah, cash in our V-chips. So yeah.
I make saves for those, I think.
You do. Where's my turn undead rules for you?
I wonder what kind of save it is.
It'll
I will
be-
roll
I don't know
separate.
how to find it.
I'm going to
Where
roll
is it?
separate either way.
Bear with me a second, I'll find
Goodness.
it for you. I can't find it on my character sheet.
What? They're all it would
Under your features.
it would probably be a whiz or charisma, I would assume, right? It's not going to
Yes.
be a dex or a strength.
Yes,
and
it is.
they've got
Wiz. It's because
It's a
got-
saving throw.
okay. And they got plus 0 to that. So that means that they got a 17, 19, 17 and 6.
Holy hell.
I know, and that was
Wow.
in roll 20. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's DC's like 14 or something. So,
So only the 6 will lose.
I think so. Yeah.
So what does he do? Does he just like fuck off through the wall?
He has
Runs
to
away.
use his. Yeah, he just has to run. He can't do anything except run away.
He'll run through the wall. just bolt.
Yeah, Hezekiah's pretty scary, especially to undead.
I'm
Yeah.
really surprised that the other 3 all succeeded, but yeah, 17, 19, 17, and that's all with plus 0s.
Okay.
So you got
That's-
rid of one.
That's it for me, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Hezekiah holds aloft his reliquary, which is an urn containing the ashes of Saint Shadrach, Aarakocra turkey Puritan saint. So yeah, the turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It also can't take reactions. It can only use the dash action to try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action. So yeah, it's running away.
Hell yeah. Okay. I mean, even just getting rid of one enemy in a turn is fair enough.
Yeah, ghosts are not nice to fight, generally.
Speaking of, Bree, it's your turn to fight these ghosts.
Yeah, Bree is going to pull out her dagger and prick her finger and cast Bane on the 3 that did not run away.
Oh.
So that is a charisma save.
Now I've already let loose that all of their saves. Oh my goodness. What? Okay. Got 119, but then a 1 and a 9.
Okay, so those 2 are now affected by Bane, and every time they make an attack or a save, they have to you roll a d4 and subtract that.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. I was gonna ask what that looks like narratively.
Well, she pulled out her dagger and pricked her finger and made a gesture in the air and pointed at them. And they just sort of shimmer a little bit with a vaguely blood red haze that comes over them. And it seems to sort of be absorbed, but she knows that she affected the 2 of them at least.
Okay. Gobbo, it's your turn now.
All right. I think Gobbo will. I guess I will dismiss Cheddar Bite.
Oh,
and then
really?
use my action to pull out the 3rd wondrous figurine of these goats. I'm going to summon Pumpkin. Pumpkin is my 3rd one. When I summon Pumpkin, this is a very large goat, and this is a goat of terror. So it has a ghastly look to it. And when this goat appears, I'm going to reach up and grab its left horn, and it'll pull its horn off of its head, and it'll turn into a +1 lance, +1 magical lance.
Wow.
And I'm going to go, thanks, Pumpkin. You just.
Outrageous.
He's like, let's get it. And I'm going to climb onto Pumpkin, and I'm going to move forward into the room. So Pumpkin cannot attack on its own, but I can ride Pumpkin. I can use its horn as these special weapons, and then I can also it radiates a 30-foot radius of terror, and any hostile creature.
I thought it said irradiates. So I was like, fucking hell.
Well,
I mean, basically.
Radioactive goat land.
Well, it says radiates on it. The goat radiates a 30-foot radius aura of terror while I'm riding it. So anything that's an enemy within 30 feet must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of the goat for 1 minute.
That's wild that that ghost can be frightened, but I'm looking at the condition immunities, and they are not immune to being scared.
So even though I've used my action to summon it and get the sword, I'm going to use my movement to ride Pumpkin closer to them and then hope the terror sets in.
The thing, ghosts have still got emotions. They're not like zombies. So
Yeah, I got a fucking ghost goat. Now y'all scared, aren't ya?
I mean, if nothing, ghosts are nothing but emotions all packed together.
Fear doesn't have to be rational. They might not be able to be physically harmed by a giant goat, but they could still shit their pants at the sight of it.
So, including Bane, that was a 9, a 16, and an 18.
Okay, well, they just have to beat a 13, so.
So only the 9 is frightened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. You better glide. You better get out of here.
Okay, so that just means it has advantage or disadvantage on everything, and it can't willingly move towards your scary ass goat.
Yep, but I also have a magical lance now. Magical +1 lance.
Okay. I believe that, that does bring us to the ghost. Yeah, you're right. The ghosts really do have... Okay, yeah. We're gonna, well, the scared one... I think the scared one's kind of stuck, because it needs to get in melee range, and I feel like it's going to be unable to get any closer to anybody, really. The other two, I'm gonna have one go towards Bree for casting the Bane, I think, makes sense. And that one is just going to, even though they've got weapons and things, it's going to glide up towards you, Bree.
Okay.
And it's gonna reach out its hand and try to touch you. I'm not even gonna roll its Bane because it rolled a natural 1 plus 4. Or you know what? I will roll its Bane because it might be funny. Yeah, so it got a total of a 3. So it's like gliding up towards you to touch you, and it even though it's hovering and gliding, it trips on something and it falls. And it's kind of funny, to be honest. The other one's going to go to. I'm rolling a D3 for Drundu, Gabo, Catherine. Catherine.
Okay.
This thing is going to glide towards you, and much like Bree, it's going to reach out its hand, and I think this one may just hit you. Ooh, maybe not. With Bane, it's gonna be a 14.
Miss.
What was your armor class? Would it have hit without Bane?
Probably not, actually. I have an AC of 18 between being able to wear medium armor and having a shield.
It
because
rolled
Hexblade
18.
Warclock.
It rolled 18, and I rolled a 4, and it's Bane.
Dang.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it would have hit then.
well, fuck these guys. Okay, we go now to Catherine. There are these 3. One is frightened. One fucked off through a wall.
I smell a little bit of pumpkin spice as this thing like tries to stab at me, and I dodge out of the way, and I realize that it's Bree's assistance that helped it miss me. Like, cheers, mate.
Yeah, every spell Bree casts, it just has this faint scent of pumpkin spice.
Absolutely. And as I'm coming back around from dodging that blow, I'm going to stab my flame blade into this thing, which is still lit. Or let me see. How long does that thing stay lit? Until I tell it not to. So it is lit. That is a 19 to hit.
That will do it.
Oh, terrible. That is 11 points of damage.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's not bad.
For rolling 3 dice and having a +5 to my attack, that is kind of awful. I rolled minimum on almost all of them.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really feel anything when you like stab into this thing, but I don't know. You poked it, or where its body was.
Trying to make a bit of a difference here, but magical blade and magical flames. I'll get there eventually, and just settle in with my shield and wait.
Hezekiah, you're up.
Very well, I shall cast Flaming Sphere as I mumble an incantation to the Lord of Light and summon a 5-foot ball of fire next to one of the ghosts and drive it into the side of said spectre.
Okay.
I summon a 5-foot sphere of fire in an unoccupied space of my choice. So in this case, next to a ghostie.
Please don't put it next to one of us.
No, on the reverse of the ghosties.
On his butt.
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw, which in this case would be a 14.
I was gonna say, do you want to hit the one that is frightened by the goat? Because if you're frightened, you got disadvantage on everything.
Oh, why not? Yeah, why not? It's far further away anyway, isn't it? So let's do that one.
Yeah, that one is off by itself. The other 2 tried to touch your friends. I held that together.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll go. Yeah, I'm sure they can manage. I'm sure that my sinful compatriots can handle themselves. Let's pick on the coward, and set him on fire, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So he will have disadvantage on a dex saving throw.
Yeah, it's a 14.
Whoa! Very first roll is a nat 1, and I'm not even gonna look at their plus dex save. I don't think they've got a plus 12.
All right then. Well, he's going to take 2d6. 7 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, you put that ball, and it stays there, right? You just got this big flaming ball right next to...
Yeah, well, as a bonus action, I can move it up to 30 feet. So in this instance, I'm going to... Oh no, I did that already when I spawned it, didn't I? I guess, to make it round there. Yeah, so I'll just leave it like that then, in that case.
Okay. And then
but it does stay there, yeah.
So we got a big ball of fire in this room, and we will drop to Bree. Bree, you've got the one that tripped, trying to come touch you.
Well, I don't like that. But I am actually not very useful up close with anything. But I can cast something as long as it's not a concentration. So I am going to make fun of it because it tripped, and that's just, come on, you're a ghost. How did you even manage that? That's absolutely ridiculous.
I think this thing might get disadvantage on this wisdom saving throw because it is thoroughly embarrassed. Yeah, so I mean, I think either one of them would have failed because it's a +0, and they got a 13 and then a 3.
Yeah, and did that include the Bane?
It did not. Does the 3 need the Bane though?
The 3 does not. No.
Okay. Well, it got a 3. It got a 3 on the Bane, so it got a 10 even on the highest roll.
Okay, so yeah, that is going to be knocking my other dice over. 2 points of damage from Vicious Mockery.
Okay, he is very embarrassed.
As you should be.
Okay, and then it is Gabbo's turn again with his magic lance and scary goat.
Yeah, and I'd also like to add, when I was reading up on these ivory goat statues, it does not dismiss one when I summon another one. So it turns out
so you got
3 goats?
No, I did. Butterbean is gone because I have 24 charges where I can just keep summoning him basically. But Chedarbite is still here. And then also, it doesn't change anything, but next time it might. I was going off my own wisdom save. It has its own wisdom save, and it would be 15, not 13. So just for the future, Pumpkin has a wisdom save of 15 for the goat of terror fear. And then Chedarbite is still here. So I'm sitting on Pumpkin. Chedarbite's next to me. I'm like, all right, Chedarbite, go get him, lead the way. And I'm gonna tell Chedarbite to charge. So Chedarbite's gonna go in and attack. How many of these ghosts are not fled yet?
So one completely fled. Right. One is scared next to a ball of fire in like the back of the room, and then there is one that is on Catherine and one that is on Bree.
All right. So I'll have. Are either of them more than 20 feet away from Chedarbite, but less than 40 feet away?
But less than 40 feet away. We can say that they are probably. This room is very big. This entire keep is very big, and I don't think Gobbo and or any of the goats have really moved from the entrance. So I mean, I think you'd be able to get your pick of either of them being 20 feet away.
Well, I did have Pumpkin move forward to get them within that 30-foot range, so I'm more so in the middle of the room. All right, so I'm gonna go get him, Chedarbite. And Chedarbite's gonna charge at I guess the one that's on Catherine, and then it'll get the charge bonus on there. So that's going to be an 18 to hit.
Yep.
All right, so 2d4 plus 3 damage. So that's going to be 6 plus 3, 9 damage. And then it has to make a strength saving throw.
But it does not. Because you get to describe how you ran down this ghost on a goat.
Well, I'm still on the other one. Chedarbite's just charging at my command. So it charges towards it. You said it did not save?
I didn't even roll a save because it just died from the initial impact.
Oh, okay. So Chedarbite just charges through this thing and has to stop himself from running to the wall. But as goats are like to do, it doesn't really care because it just likes ramming shit anyways. And then I'm going to go, way to go, Chedarbite. All right, Pumpkin, let's do it. And then me and Pumpkin are going to run forward. And Pumpkin does not get to make an additional attack, but I am charging on Pumpkin with this lance. And so I'm going to charge the one that's on Bree.
Okay.
And so I'm going to rush over there and attack. And that's a 25 to hit with my lance.
That's good. Yep, that's going to do it.
All right, my lance is 1d12 plus 1 magical damage.
Magical damage. Okay. Okay.
So that's going to be 8 magical damage plus Colossal Slayer, an additional 7. So 15 magical damage.
Okay. It's still good. Well, okay, it's not good. It's looking very, very not opaque. I forget the reverse opaque.
Transparent.
It's looking very, very transparent.
Translucent.
One of those two.
Translucent's kind of see-through. Okay, so then I will then, as a goblin, which I have, where is it at? Oh, Nimble Escape. I will then use my bonus action to hide, and I'm going to just duck down, and I'm hiding behind the scary goat's head so that it doesn't like see me. It just kind of sees the goat.
Okay. It is now both of the ghosts' turns. Man, you know what? It's my bad, but the one that didn't take a turn last time because I was so scared, it's trying to break the fear. Does a 13 break the fear, Gobbo?
No, it's a 15.
Well, it's still scared, so it's still.
Also, would this? Is this ghost one or more sizes bigger than me?
No, it is dwarf size.
Well, is a goblin small or medium? I have Fury of the small as an ability as a goblin.
It is small.
All right, so it is one size bigger than me. So Fury of the small actually activates, and it deals extra damage equal to my level. So it takes an additional 4 damage.
Okay.
Goblin Rangers are super powerful. Really useful characters.
Especially with these goats. These are awesome.
You all picked good items.
Yeah.
Well, so that one's still scared, which is very unfortunate. The other one is gonna stand up and again try to touch B, aka Bree.
Bree.
Hold on. So that's gonna be a. Let me see. So it's gonna be a dirty 20. Let me roll Bane.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a dirty 18.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad at least one did get to hit. It is unfortunate because it is kind of shitty when they do get to hit. It's gonna be 10 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
And then you have to make a con saving throw.
Yeah, that was 6. Okay, that die is going away.
Max HP is reduced by 10 until you take a long rest. Which is weird because that means that when it hit you, you just lost your temp HP, but then your max HP also went down by 10?
Yeah.
Temp HP comes from a different pool, so
yeah, so my temp HP is gone.
Yeah.
But then my max drops.
Exactly, so it's kind of like this thing just did 20 points of damage. But luckily you've got 2 more charges of that PSL at least.
Yeah.
And it is now Catherine's turn. Catherine, there is 1 ghost left. Oh no, well there's 2. One's scared though, and it hasn't been doing fuck all.
I'm gonna stab the one that just went after Bree.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit.
That is gonna do it.
Excellent. Ooh, that is much better damage. That is 11, 13, 18 points of damage.
I knew you were going to do enough damage to kill it, so I went ahead and took it off my notes. But you can describe, yeah, that's going to do it.
So seeing Bree kind of wobble a little bit as this ghost touches her, I'm going to turn on it and be like, no, you leave her alone, and stab straight up through it. Ducking down a little bit even to make sure that I can stab all the way through, because I'm a half elf and I'm taller than a dwarf.
Okay. Yeah, and then it just like the specter like splits and just dissipates into nothing. And we go to Hezekiah, and Hezekiah, there's just the one left that is right next to your fireball.
I will drive my fireball into his butthole.
I think that's a sin, Hezekiah.
Well, that was Gerundu, not Hezekiah. You'll know that my voice drops significantly when it's Hezekiah talking. Okay. Well, I shall smite his bottom most righteously.
It rolled a 9. It rolled a 9.
Well, he got bloody burnt then, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Right, 2d6. Oh, all of bloody 6 fire damage, have that.
Okay. He's still standing.
Well, of course he is. I was disappointed.
Still scared, still standing. Not looking like he's in the best mood. Kind of looks like he wants to just like get the hell out of here, to be honest. Next up is Bree.
No one
how's
stop
Bree
us.
looking?
Well, she's at like 2/3 of her original health. It'll be fine. You know what? She's gonna help that ghost get out of here. And she's gonna reach up to her necklace and pluck one of the beads off of it. And it's glowing in her hand.
Oh no.
And she chucks it at this thing. That would be a DC 15 dex save.
Is this you?
To avoid my fireball.
Yeah, fucking necklace of fireballs.
Yep.
I can't believe I let you guys pick a necklace.
Am I in the blast radius of this thing?
No, it's on the fleeing ghost. Right? Or did I murder that one?
It is on fleeing ghost. What's the radius of fireball?
Yeah,
20-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that would run like 30 feet away. So.
Yeah. This one's kind of Well, okay. We'll say that no one's gonna be caught in this fireball. That is for sure gonna kill this dude who just rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Gerundu, Brittany just brought me a lemon drop, which was what me and Sean were drinking on Lauren Port night.
Oh yeah. Bring me one, Britt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That was a 27 points of damage.
Maybe not one of those, given that reaction.
Yeah, well...
Is it real sour or real strong?
Both. Literally both. Bree destroys half of this room. It is just like this smoldering. She destroyed like 3 of the beds. That's just a pile of ash.
It's fine. We didn't need the beds. We got the sandwich, right?
You got the sandwich,
Hezekiah can't help himself. He's like, wow. The Lord of Light is pleased.
Where are we headed next?
Do you mind if we just have a short recess?
Yes, I was actually planning on doing that now because we are a little bit past halfway anyway. So yeah, we will be right back in just maybe like 5 minutes. 5 minutes good for everybody?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Stretch my legs.
Yes, we will be right back. welcome back. Okay, a couple people are out of spot. Let me boop.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Look at that. I just need to swap these two. Got it. Just like that. Okay, welcome back,
Hey, well
everybody.
done.
We were just about to cross the hallway to the other rooms in this shitty hunting lodge. While we are heading to that other hallway with the other rooms that the game master pointed out, crossing through again, please, everybody, as soon as you enter this great hall and start to have cups and silverware chucked at you, everybody please make a dex saving throw again.
Dirty 20.
Also a dirty 20.
Somebody better get hit with a fucking
18.
fork.
Well, Gobbo and Pumpkin got a 16, but Chedarbite only got a 7.
Chedarbite is getting a fork in his flank. What do they call it on goats? Rump in his rump. So he's just gonna take 2 piercing damage.
His
Nothing
butt.
too his goat butt. That's
bad.
it. His bag. As you all are running into this next hall,
Ass.
and then this hall looks very similar to the previous hall. It's like a very symmetrical hunting lodge, where there is one door on the left, one door on the right. So it is up to you all which way you would like to go first.
I'll go for the one on the right first, I guess.
Sure, that works.
The path Dexter.
Yeah, entering into this room, you see that it is comfortably furnished. This looks like... So you all already found, like, the bunk room. This looks like the room for the person who actually owns the lodge to sleep in. This is a room that has, like, suits of dwarf-sized plate armor standing against the opposing walls. There are 2 large bearskin rugs lying on the east and west end of the walls. There's couches in the middle of the room, and then there's one of those like 4 poster canopy beds with there's a cabinet that has it's kind of like a vanity where it's got a mirror, but it's got like bottles of liquor on like the countertop of it, and there is a set of, it looks like there was like a table that had playing cards on it, but it had gotten tipped over, and all the playing cards are kind of scattered across the room.
What manner of villainy and licentiousness has taken place here? Gambling,
Also,
boozing,
is there alcohol in those bottles?
fornication.
They look like they're still full.
Yeah, it's probably even stronger now.
Yoink!
It's a hunting lodge, Hezekiah. What do you expect? I actually want to throw an Eldritch Blast at one of the suits of armor because I don't trust suits of armor just standing around.
roll it to hit on it.
Okay. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, you hurl a blast into the suit of armor, and it's just like a cartoon, just like explodes into, all limbs go scattering and the helmet goes scattering. It seems like it was literally just like a suit of armor on the stand.
Cool. I'm gonna do the same to the other one because I don't trust anything
All
in
right,
here.
roll again.
That's a 21 to hit.
As a 21, again, you throw this blast at this,
I don't more than that, but...
and it explodes, goes scattering across the room.
Cool. All right. Well, those two don't seem to have actually been a danger.
Excellent. Thanks.
You're welcome. And I'll start looking around for a piece of turkey.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say a hunk of meat, but
Well,
No,
that works too.
yeah.
I mean, we're looking for double entendres. That'll work.
I don't need to look for double entendres.
It's just low hanging
They just
fruit,
find us.
which in itself is a double entendre.
That's really just a single entendre, really.
Yeah. Fuck.
Again, everybody roll a investigation check. Let's see if
No
who
goddamn subtext here.
or anybody that finds
All
this.
just text. Dirty
Yes.
20.
Super text. Flat 10.
14.
Three?
8.
8.
Sorry.
Yeah, Catherine, after you blast apart these two pieces of these two suits of armor, you go over to where the table was flipped over, and you see that underneath, kind of like piling around where the playing cards are, you see it looks like somebody was also eating a plate of dinner when the table got flipped over, and you are able to see a wishbone.
Oh. Well then.
The
reach
Jack
out.
Russell.
That was good. I don't know
Why,
who
it's
all
me,
knows about the show
Wishbone.
Wishbone, but I do.
Sorry, Wishbone. I love that show. That was my first introduction to so much classic literature.
Yeah, it was very good. But unfortunately for you, Catherine, as you bend down and pick up this wishbone and stand back up, the bear rug, the bearskin rug that was near you. Once you stand up and you look, you see that it is actually also standing up on its hind legs. But if it turns sideways, it is flat. It's just the bear skin, but it seems to be somehow animated. So again, let's go ahead and roll initiative. We got lots of fights in this one.
You know, I need to just make a habit of setting everything that is inanimate on fire.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you had the right idea.
Nice.
You threw it at the suits of armor, but you missed the
I was
bearskin
waiting for
rug.
animated armor. I did not expect an animated bearskin rug. It's true.
So it got a 17 total.
Ooh,
8.
I got an 18 total.
I got a 9.
I also got a 9.
Ooh, so it's going to be Catherine, bearskin rug. What did Bree get?
8. Bree's
Oh.
going last.
Oh, and then
Brea.
who has hired? I'm guessing Gabo has hired.
I've got
next?
plus. Hezekiah's got +4 dex.
He's faster then.
Wow.
How's a cleric faster than a
Because he's
ranger?
a bird. He's a
Well,
bird.
that's true. He is a
So he's got
turkey. Yeah.
+2 dex. So rather than being the kind of cleric who uses a mace, I have a finesse weapon. So I use a dagger and a shield.
That's
He's
good.
racing to the afterlife.
Well, Catherine, yeah, you pretty much stand right up from picking up this wishbone, and you're staring down this this animated bearskin rug, and you
I
go
just-
first.
I just sigh and stick the wishbone into a belt pouch, draw my sword, use a bonus action to activate the flame tongue, and then stab at this thing. Christmas tide. Which is a 25 to hit.
Yep, that's gonna hit this big flat bear rug.
I'd be very disappointed if it didn't. That is 17 points of damage.
Oof. Quick maths. Okay. All right. You got anything else?
Nope, that's everything. I'm
It
not going to move out
smells
of
real
its
bad.
range.
Yeah,
I'm
it smells-
sure it does.
Yeah, that bear fur smells real bad. As it starts to lumber towards you on its like hind legs, walks towards you, and it is going to try its smother move for a 21 to hit.
That hits.
It is going to smother one creature of medium or smaller size. The creature is grappled. Until the grapple ends, you are restrained, blinded, and at the risk of suffocating. In addition, at the start of each of the target's turns, they will take 10 bludgeoning damage. So you take no damage at the moment, Catherine.
Okay.
But you can't see what's going on. It is hot in here, and you are getting smothered. It is now Hezekiah's turn.
Hezekiah has a sneaking suspicion that these may be some sort of abomination. And being a warcaster, even though he's got his shield and dagger equipped, he can still cast spells. So, going to cast Sacred Flame. So, waves his arms, his equipped shield and dagger together, draws a good sort of big circle, and just throws a radiant white fireball at the bearskin rug.
You rolled an 8.
Smothering.
Dex
his
save.
friend. So that's a 1d8 radiant damage. No, need to put the script in correctly.
Hmm.
Didn't like that. Do it again. There's an error with your formula. Come on, man. Slash D8.
Come on,
slash
Roll20, get it
RD8.
together.
It's not a big deal. Numlock's off. That's why. Fucking idiot. Right. 7.
7. Ooh. Almost max damage on that, which is really cool because damage transfer. While this is grappling a creature, the bearskin rug of smothering takes only half of the damage dealt to it. The creature grappled takes the other half. So we'll give the bearskin 4, and we will give Catherine 3 of that radiant damage.
It's not vulnerable to radiant damage, is it?
It is not vulnerable.
God damn it!
No.
That was a gamble. That was a gamble. I thought it might be an undead.
Nope. No. Oh, that would be cool though. Undead bearskin rug. That'd be cool. Next up is Gobbo.
All right, Shadowbite. Now, if there's one thing I know, this team's all okay with collateral damage. So I want you to charge real hard at that there bearskin rug and just try to knock it out of this world. All right? Okay. Between me and Bree, I think we can pick her back up if we knock Catherine down too hard. So go ahead and give me a little charge. So Cheddar's gonna run in. Cheddarbite. And wow, that's a 23 to hit.
That's gonna do it.
All right, so that's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage, bludgeoning damage.
So
And then make it-
4 to Catherine, 4 to the bear.
Yeah, and then you make a pull up the goat again. Charge. Make a strength saving throw. Who would make that throw? The rug or both
I
of
think
them?
the rug, and the rug's got a +4.
Ooh.
That's a 7.
All right, so it's going to take 2 more D4, and it's knocked prone.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice.
So that's 5 more
Prone.
damage.
How much
So-
damage was that?
5.
Okay, so it'll take the 3, and then Catherine will take 2 more.
If it's knocked prone, does that mean like Catherine's managed to pull off a reversal?
Yeah.
No, I think Catherine is tangled up in it on the floor.
I'm also looking, and charge deals the damage no matter what, and you're only rolling to see if they're knocked prone. I didn't know that. So that's even
Good to
better.
know.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go, ha! Way to go, Cheddarbite. All right, Pumpkin, we're up. And me and Pumpkin are gonna come charging in, and I'm gonna hit it with the
How's
lance.
Catherine looking?
I'm still on temporary hit points. I'm fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I hit with the lance. It's gonna be a 14 to hit. Does that hit?
That does
14?
hit, yeah.
Oh, sweet. So, well, that's cool. Okay, so I gotta get my D12. I forgot it's a special, awesome lance.
Oh my god.
So 12. So that's including the +1, 12 magical damage, and then I'll roll the Colossal Slayer.
The 6 and
Drop that dice on the ground. 4 for Colossal Slayer.
So that's gonna be a total of 16 damage.
Yes, and this time
So
it's
8
magical.
and 8.
Wow.
So Catherine will take 8 of that, and the bear rug will take 8 of that.
I'll say, I'm sorry, Catherine. I'll make you something delicious later.
Bree's turn.
So Bree's at a bit of a loss because, she's going to have to heal a lot of people. Oops. Maybe she shouldn't have started that crap.
Hezekiah can do quite a lot of healing as well, by the way.
She is going to reach into the pouch at her waist and pull out a cricket and crush it in her hand and throw the dust at the bear rug and say, sleep. and she's casting sleep.
Now that's just not cricket.
Okay. You roll for a 4d8 for that, correct?
5d8.
5d8.
Wait, where's it gonna let me do that?
And what's that condition called when you sleep somebody? Is it just sleep?
It's just sleep.
Just
Yeah.
sleep? Okay.
So the idea behind the sleep spell is if it has less hit points than I do, then it'll get hit first.
Right. Yeah. Which is probably lucky. I was just checking if this thing was like immune to the condition of sleep, but I don't see anything that says sleep
fucking
on here.
rug.
It's a fucking rug. That's what I'm saying. I was like, how's a rug gonna go to sleep? Apparently,
Actually,
it can.
I'm fine because as a half elf, magic can't put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
I'm immune to magical sleep. I can sleep, but
Yeah.
magic can't put me
Being
to sleep.
immune to actual sleep would kind of suck.
So how much was that, Bree?
20.
Okay, it's asleep. It had 9 HP left.
Okay.
This thing, yeah, Catherine, all of a sudden you feel it just kind of just go like limp, and it's just now like you're just like laying under a rug.
Is this an enchanted rug or a haunted bear corpse?
I mean, it looks like
Well-
this was a rug because like the underneath of it, Catherine could tell you like it's like stitched and stuff. It's not
It's
like
like
it's
fabric
actually
backed.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not like
A hollow
it doesn't
bear.
have like organs
Could
and
just be
shit
another
inside.
ghost. Ghost bear.
Well, I wondered if it might have been a poltergeist or something possessing it, but radiant damage wasn't doubled or anything, so it doesn't seem like it's a ghost
Right.
or an undead.
But yes, you have gotten the wishbone from this room. So now you all are up to 3 of the pieces.
I'm still under this thing, and I actually want to like cut my way out of it because being grappled means I can my movement is 0, or I'm under this thing, but I want to cut my way out of it. You said it has 7 HP left.
It had 9, but I mean, you could just say with it being asleep, you'd get the coup d'etat on
you
it.
would.
A coup d'etat, yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to like shift, grab my flaming sword, which is still flaming underneath this thing, turn and stab up, and then just slice all the way through and come
Yeah.
out from the blazing fur.
And
because
again, it is so dang smelly, so stinky, that burnt fur. Burnt bear fur, I hear, is the worst smelling of all hair too. Just what I hear on the streets.
Not the worst thing I've ever smelled. Right. Well, we've got 3 of the 4.
I'm gonna make myself another pumpkin spice drink before we go too much further, because I just realized how sad my hit points are.
Would
didn't
anybody
know
like the
that-
beneficent touch of the Lord of Light to restore some of your
Alright.
health?
Sure.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was Danny saying she was going to restore her PSL or if that was Bree. Okay.
No, I did that on the break.
So yeah, so we can who's all
Cheers.
topping off who? How we doing
How
these?
bad
Cheers.
people. Because
I
can-
am currently 6 down from my max because
Well-
I had those wonderful 10 hit points.
Let's blow a level 2 spell slot and do Prayer of Healing then.
Ooh.
So
So that's a
everybody-
10 minutes, so we'll be like chilling in this room for a little bit.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord of
Well,
Light
you know,
is-
rush.
While we're doing that, I will go ahead and I'm gonna perform for a minute during our short rest.
Just a quick 60 seconds of stand up.
It
What
is.
song?
I think Song of Rest only works if we're spending hit dice in order to heal up as opposed to the prayer of healing.
Is this a literal short rest?
You all probably you think that, I mean,
We could.
You could
I
try to
rolled,
just take
I
a-
rolled minimum on the Prayer of Healing, so it's just 6 hit points, I'm afraid.
well,
But that's everybody?
So
Yeah.
So Hezekiah was just taking 10 minutes to cast Prayer of Healing, and short rest is 30 minutes. So I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to just.
I'll burn another slot then if I'm gonna do that to try and get more people, more healing. spend another second level
Oh
spell
man,
slot.
everyone's gonna be
I
topped
mean,
off.
I am at full health.
Oh,
My
no.
full health is very small right now.
Sorry, you said 6 hit points. I'm topped up. I'm good.
Oh, okay, so I don't need to do that then.
Yeah,
so
you
I
don't need
have,
to do that.
I have 1 level 2 spell left then.
I
Alright.
thought this adventure was gonna be
Also,
yeah.
when we do that short rest as part of my chef's
Chef!
feat, I'm gonna just start
Oh, I get my turn.
handing other people powdered donuts out of my pocket, and basically I can prepare 6 of them, 4 plus my proficiency bonus, and so anyone that eats one gains an additional 1d8 hit points.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought this one was gonna be like a war of attrition. Like, yeah, I was like, man, there's a lot of fights here. We'll really like work on their resources. Fuck, everyone's got topped off already.
And we've already been through 3 fights.
Yeah, win some, you lose some.
The trick,
I think-
the trick with wars of attrition is making sure they don't have time to rest.
Yeah, and really, there's not like a pressing time in here. Also, I think you guys did more damage to each other than the monsters have done to you.
That's true.
Literally.
I took no
Yeah.
damage from that rug and very little from anyone else. It was everyone else hitting me that made me go, "Are you fucking
Right.
serious right now?"
But yeah, after you guys take your rest and cast your prayer of healing, and make your snacks, you'll be able to exit this room and head into the room across the hall. And this room is, as soon as you enter it, it is the hottest room in this entire lodge that you've been so far, which is saying something, because the entire room or the entire lodge has been just well above uncomfortably hot. And you think that it is due to this room, because this room has an open balcony across the back. Like, as soon as you walk in, it's straight across from you all, and you can see it is like one of the most marvelous views you all have ever seen in your lives. That is because you are overlooking this. It's like a magma lake. So you all were coming from the other side of this mountain, and then on the opposite end of the mountain is just the lake of magma that is just kind of stagnant, or maybe is supposed to be stagnant, but just over the years and hundreds of years, it has risen now to be much too high to be comfortable heat-wise for this lodge.
We stand
but-
upon the very threshold of perdition.
Yeah, it is. Marvelous view, very uncomfortable. This hall, this room seems to be kind of dedicated to things that just like dwarves held dear. There's a small forge in the corner. There's a target range with a crossbow and throwing axes. There's a pile of small like metal ingots. Ingots. Geronda, you told me it says nuts in it.
No, I was taking the piss out of you.
Motherfucker, I really believed you, and for the rest of that stream, I called it
I know you did.
Ingnuts.
More fool you.
You fucking asshole. Oh my god. I can't believe
I was
those two
laughing
things.
every single time you said Ignuts.
You son of a bitch. And I just now found out 6 hours later. Oh my god.
Got him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fucking got me. Okay,
that's
yeah.
me.
Okay, there's 2 large stone chairs that are like facing on the balcony, facing over that lava lake, which you think like there's no way you'd want to go out onto that balcony. That would be just way too stifling hot. Yeah, where would we like to check around this room?
The coldest part.
Aren't you supposed to seek discomfort for the pleasure of the Lord of Light?
I am not meant to seek outright destruction.
Not
Throw my
destruction,
life
but
away.
no, of course not.
I'm
But it-
covered in feathers. I do
it
not wish
was-
to combust.
Are you taking a stand against the fire of the Lord of Light?
This is nothing to do with the fire of the Lord of Light. This is perdition.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you being tested?
Well, if I am, then surely the Lord of Light would renounce such to me, for I am his chosen instrument.
The whole point of being tested is that you're not told.
I don't know what happened at your school, but I was pretty sure.
When gods do testing, that's their thing. Is that they put a thing in front of you and say, "Go ahead, figure it out, have fun."
Well, I'm a
pop
cleric,
quiz.
and I say that they don't do that. So,
That's why I'm a warlock, because gods pull shit like that.
well, God,
Patrons
my God does
don't.
not pull shit, as you so appropriately, as inappropriately say.
Patrons
Lord
pull
of
shit.
Light.
I just fuck back.
Fornication is a sin.
You good there, Danny?
I'm fine.
Come on, don't try to talk him into cooking himself. If he does that, he's gonna get all dried out and he's gonna be useless to us.
Fair point.
Let him die in his own way.
I do want to see if there's
You
any
just hear
like.
really loud stomach growling coming from Hezekiah.
Yeah, I bet. Fucking hungry turkey. We
Really,
can
really
um
loud.
Are you sure you don't want one of these donuts?
Indulgence is a sin.
Are you all right? There's limited pocket lint on them. These are clean pockets.
No, these things have been sent to try me. My faith is strong. I will not succumb to temptation. Temptation is weakness. Weakness is sin. Sin is forbidden. Sin shall not be committed.
What about milk? You like milk? I can have cheddar bite. Give you a few squirts here. Where do you think I get all the cheese? Cheddar bites.
Such licentiousness is not within my character. I shall not suckle upon a goat.
Well, I didn't say you had to suckle him. It squirts it out. You don't have to like clamp onto there.
Leave me be with your goat secretions.
You know, Hezekiah, you're making this weird somehow. This is offering you some goat milk, and you turn it into something weird. A lot of stuff going on up there, huh?
I am not desirous of the curd of the goat. No.
we can just have everybody roll an investigation check again, and
Yeah.
I'll be able to
let's
just
do that.
narratively, yeah.
Let's press on, shall we?
Must we? That's a 10 for me.
We must.
Ooh.
An 8.
Ooh.
Hezekiah is not good at investigationing.
Nah, I know. It's been a 0 for 4, I think.
Because he's so
7.
fucking hungry.
Oh my god, come on, Bree.
6.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It is a trick perpetrated by a ghost. There are only 3 pieces of turkey.
Geez, what was the highest? An 8?
Did fucking Hezekiah roll the highest? No. Yeah, 10.
Oh, a
Yeah,
10.
I
Oh,
got a
god
10.
damn it. Jesus.
Actually,
It might like just shy.
I
No,
fear that
that's-
we are missing something. My
No,
fellows.
that's no. No, a 10's good. I didn't hear the 10. I thought it
I was
was.
gonna say,
I
I
rolled
could,
a 7,
I could
and I have
cast
a 3.
guidance and then we could try again. But
Yeah, I think Catherine has found at least 3 of the 4,
found all of them, I think.
which is
Picked up
on
all of them,
par.
at least.
Catherine's able to see that
Catherine,
in the pile of or next to the axes and crossbows and all the weaponry next to the target range, there is a bowl that's on a small table, and it's got some wings in it, and you can tell like of the wings there's a couple like smaller turkey wings scattered in, but you do see one that you notice that like the others kind of glanced over and just saw like, oh, those wings are way too small to be the Poultrygeist wings, but you do see like a one that is way bigger than the rest that you think like, how the hell did you all overlook this one?
Does it look like it weighs more than 10 pounds?
No. No,
Cool.
not at all. It is,
That would be
it
a
is
fucking big wing.
I will say that it has been eaten, so it is literally just the bone, like a
Okay.
chicken turkey wing bone.
standing 30 feet away, because I'm tired of this bullshit, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and to reach out and grab the fucking turkey bone and pull it over toward me.
Damn, you could have been doing that all night.
Yes, because I took the Pact of the Tome and then Book of Shadows. I have a whole bunch of cantrips that shouldn't be mine and spells.
Well, yeah, you pluck this wing out of the bowl, and you have now gotten the fourth piece of the Poultrygeist.
Cool. Where did he say we needed to put these?
And the feast hall, like the center room that you guys keep getting fucking cups thrown at you.
Well, let us not tarry.
Let's go. Come on. And I'll just start trotting towards that door.
I follow.
As soon as you all enter this room, once more, please make me one more dex saving throw. Somebody get hit with a cup.
21.
Sorry, mate. 21.
9.
Okay.
Oh, Bree.
Bree gets a tavern mug thrown right at her face.
Oh, baby.
Donk.
It's only for
Ow.
4 points of damage, but
Ow.
Well, before we get this all collected together, let's make sure that we are as healed up as we can get, because I think we're going to have to fight this thing. Probably.
Yeah.
I will say
I'm good.
if you're still in the main room, this thing is gonna continue throwing shit at you
Of
guys.
course it fucking is.
The donuts of healing. Are those temporary hit points or real hit points?
No, it's just if you eat it while having a short rest, you can get 1d8 HP back.
Okay.
So that's
It has to be during the short rest. It's not like a good berry where you can just hold on to it.
Okay.
Okay, well, Hezekiah will cast Cure Wounds on his good friend Bree.
Don't waste your spell slot on that because that was my temporary hit points that I used.
Okay. So
But I am going to go ahead and drink my last pumpkin spice because I don't have a lot of hit points.
no, not with your max being drained by 10.
Yeah, no, my max is now 21, so that hurts.
Do we have all the pieces?
Yep. You just need to put them on the table when you're ready. You just
So
see
what
that-
are the pieces again?
There was a wishbone, there was a wing, there was a leg, and then there was a turkey sandwich.
All right. So I'm gonna point at that clavicle, the wishbone, and be like, "Hey, this might, this is just a hunch, but what if we snap this little thing and just wish this thing out of existence? I mean, maybe this thing has more power than we might believe. After all, it's a cursed turkey ghost."
I mean,
It is a wishbone. And this
It
thing is
is.
haunted.
but isn't wish like a complicated thing?
I don't know. Aren't Poultrygeists complicated? I mean,
I
I'm
do
a
not
cook
put-
and I've never heard of this shit in my life.
I do not put stock in wishes. My stock goes all in prayer.
It's the same thing. You're just wishing to something
It
specific.
is not.
Catherine, is it the same?
Kind of.
Does
But
your
also-
god always respond? Every time?
He responds in his own way.
Yeah, so it's a wish. Sometimes it comes true,
Usually
sometimes
by
it doesn't.
causing me extreme discomfort.
So your god's a sadist. Got it.
No, he
Doesn't
is
sound
wise
very
and
nice.
merciful.
Is he though?
Yes.
You make him sound not.
You just simply are not enlightened enough to understand.
Didn't he
Right.
kill everyone with a flood once?
No, he killed everyone with a fire.
He kills
Okay.
both.
Totally different. I don't think that it will work for a wish because, I mean, wish is a really, really, really powerful spell.
All right, well, after we kill this thing for good, I'm going to take it with me just in case.
Okay, that's fine. So let's put it all together on the table and get ready.
Let's assemble as a giant turkey.
Yep.
All right.
Turkey. Turkey
It's-
assemble.
It's just like Power Rangers. As soon as you put all the pieces on this table, you see them. They they start to snap together, but like obviously you don't have all the pieces of a turkey needed. So it's really just like a wing attached to a wishbone, attached to a leg, attached to some sandwich meat, kind of filling in some gaps here and there, you know. But then you see take form. First, it's kind of starting out as a the specter of a Poultrygeist, and you see it's got a cup in its wing, like cocked back, about to throw another one at Bree. And then as soon as it starts to like snap into view, and then you see it start to get a form to it. And at that, you see the 4 dwarves that are sitting around the table also snap their necks back and then peer towards you. Let's go and roll initiative. What the fuck is that, Jeremy? You posted in Discord.
You said it was
Turkey
like Power
sword?
Rangers. That's an enemy
Turkey
from Power
sword!
Rangers.
Another one. I'm rolling terrible today, so I was
Oh, I thought
5
you were doing a
initiative
DJ
total.
Khaled. Another one. No, you
Another
actually
one.
rolled another one.
And another one. No, it's yeah. I rolled once.
Another!
5 total.
Okay.
14 for me.
Raised the bar on Monday. Sooner raise
15.
better.
I also got a 15. My dex is 17.
Your dex is higher.
Okay. Drinks are kicking in. I have to get this calculated. Who was the highest of you all? That would
I think
be.
it was the 2 17s.
Not me.
And who were the 17s?
I'm a
Myself
15.
Or no, yeah, I didn't get 17. That was
Oh, sorry, I thought I
my,
had 17.
well, that was my dex to see
Oh.
who broke the tie. So is our 15's the highest?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess Gabo goes first.
Gabo?
And Bree goes second.
Bree?
Bree.
What did Catherine get?
14.
Catherine. And then it is going to go Turkey. And then Zombos. And then Hezekiah. Okay, Gabo, you up first. So standing on this large table is the massive embodiment of the Poultrygeist. And then there are 4 zombified dwarves that are also just scooted out their chairs, knocked their chairs out from behind them, and have turned towards you all. So you
Okay.
got 5 total you'll be fighting.
All right. All right, Chatterbite. You know what to do. Go straight for that stupid ass turkey. Charge attack.
It's
And
gonna
then
look
my,
at Hezekiah.
I was gonna say.
No, not that one, Chatterbite. The other way. And Chatterbite's gonna charge into action.
That's what she said.
And that's going to be a 19 for Ram.
On the turkey, that will hit.
All right, so that's going to be. So 7 damage plus 7 more. So 14 damage, and then it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Why though?
but why though?
Because it's funny.
What's this for?
To see if it's not prone from the charge.
This Poultrygeist is it's still like mostly ghost form. It's actually immune to being prone.
All right, so the charge hits
Okay.
it, but it does not fall prone. So it takes the 14 damage, and then I'll be like, all right, Chatterbite, that was all right. I mean, I wish you knocked it over or something, though. That's okay. Let's get it, Pumpkin. And then me and Pumpkin are going to charge into battle. And the moment it gets within, I forgot to do this last time, and the
Pumpkin's
minute it gets within
terrifying, right?
30 feet of me, this terrifying goat is going to have to make a check to see if it's afraid.
The turkey's immune to
Needs to
fear.
beat a 15.
No, it doesn't.
Is
I'm just checking again if it's immune to a fear status, but no, this and the zombie boys are not immune. Okay, so I will do turkey first. Oh, a natural 20 for the Poultrygeist.
All right, not afraid.
Another natural 20 for the first zombie.
Thematically.
Roll once. Roll once.
Whoa! There's another nat 20 in there.
Really?
3 nat 20s out of 5. The
Oh,
two of them
shit.
though rolled a 10 and 11.
You're gonna have to screenshot that, man.
Drundu's in here with me in roll 20.
I am actually. I need to look. I'm not looking
No,
at this window.
I believe you. I just want to see it.
It's like a 1 in 8,000 chance.
Yeah, that's 20,
1
20,
in
20.
8,000.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at this shit.
It's like you just caught a shiny Pokemon, Adam. All right, and then what about the other ones? Or are they not? with
2
the
of them
30 feet?
failed.
Okay, so they're afraid for 1 minute. But yeah, I'm going to charge in there, and then because I'm running forward, I'm going to go ahead and make an attack with my lance, and that is going to be. That's only 12. That's the turkey as well. So
Okay.
well, I guess technically it's a 13 because a +1 magical weapon.
Okay. All right. Mark that down. All right.
Does 13 hit?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was to see if it hit.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if it did hit.
I took that damage out. I thought that was damage.
No, I wish.
Just barely hits, yes.
Okay, cool. So to roll damage, that's going to be 8 magical damage, and then I'll go ahead and roll Colossal Slayer, and that's 3 more, so 11 damage.
Okay, that's slightly less damage, so that's good.
And I'll go, back up, you damn turkey. I'm getting that damn clavicle from you. I'm like pointing at it, even
What's
though
the
it's probably
clav-
ethereal
okay.
now. That's its wishbone. It's the bottom of the sternum.
Okay. All right, Bree's turn.
Well, yeah, she's gonna pull out her dagger again and prick her finger, and she's gonna cast Bane at 2nd level this time, so she can get 4 creatures.
Okay, so you could get the turkey and 3 of the zombies.
Yes, please.
I know I'm calling them zombies. That may or may not be what they actually are. I'm just calling them that because that's what they look like.
Dead creatures that should not be abominations.
Yeah, I mean they look like they look gross. We'll just say that.
Why do they all keep screaming about football and politics? It's eternal Thanksgiving.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I rolled again. I rolled a 16, 7, another 20, and a 4.
Wow.
Fuck, why have I've been rolling shite all night on
I don't know.
I was
Out
in a
of the
Pathfinder
last
game
8
before
rolls, I
this
got
one.
5 20s.
Man, and I even logged in to try and get my luck in there.
I rolled 3 fucking nat 1s in a row during the Pathfinder game I was in before this one. You're rolling fucking straight fire 20s, you absolute shitheel.
We'll say that 2 of the zombies
Yeah,
got
3 in a row
Bane
is
on them.
crazy.
We'll say 2 of the zombies are baned.
Okay. Well, I'm going to back my happy ass up out of the way and
Oh.
just keep concentrating on that spell. And that's it for me.
Okay. Next up, we have got Catherine.
All right. So as my bonus action, I'm going to point my rapier at the Poultrygeist, and I am going to use Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay. Just so everyone knows the initiative order. Next is Turkey, Zombies, and then Hezekiah is last. Yeah.
Cool. Great. Are you familiar with Hexblade's Curse, or should I read it out to you?
I am not.
Oh boy. Read it out for us.
Once per short rest, as a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet to curse it for 1 minute, or until the target dies, you die, or you are incapacitated. Against the cursed target, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls, score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20, and you regain 9 HP if it dies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to point my sword, put that on it, and then I'm going to move forward and attack it.
All right. So are you gonna like step up onto like the table?
Sure.
Because yeah, it's like, so this thing is like on the centerpiece of this really big table. The zombies were obviously seated at the table and now are standing up, or getting to their feet. Yeah.
If there is an empty chair, we'll use it to as a jumping off point to get up onto the table.
Right.
Do I need to roll anything to get up there?
No. I think that'd be easy enough to hop up on it.
Okay.
It's a dwarf-sized table.
Difficult terrain. It's a shin high
You know
table.
what? You joke, but honestly, with all the plates and shit scattering it, that probably wouldn't be too. But even so, even with it being difficult terrain, this thing's not that far from Catherine, so Catherine could make it to the turkey even with half movement speed.
Cool.
Okay.
Then I will hop up there and go to stab it with my rapier. Yeah, that's a 25 to hit.
Ooh, you were really close.
Super close.
I'm just kidding. You got it. It's got the same armor class as a Tarask.
Damn. 8, so 15 points of damage.
Ooh, 15 points of pokey damage.
With a
And this
magical
is
blade, if
from
that
your
counts for anything.
yep. You're the one with the.
I'm
You're
a
the one with the
hexblade. I
super
took a
good
magic sword.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So you're
that
like
was my
standing
turn.
toe to toe with this thing.
I am.
All right. Anything else, or is it its turn?
That is everything that I can do.
It is now its turn. I really like this ability, so really quick.
I don't like it when you say that, friend.
Ooh, this better work. So,
Oh God.
it's got an ability.
Oh God.
It's got an ability called Nap. As
Called
turkeys,
Nap?
as turkey do. It's very similar to sleep. So I rolled 36. This totals how many hit points of creatures this ability can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of the Poultrygeist are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Does anybody have lower than 36 HP?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but I cannot be magically put to sleep because I'm a half elf.
Okay.
How
Who
big is
has
this
the-
room? Because I got far away if I could.
That's true.
I haven't had a turn, so I'm still in the doorway.
Okay. Gobbo rolled up. Gobbo, how much health do you got?
Gobbo has, let's see, a max. So he's at 38 plus 12 temp.
Damn it.
Wow.
Damn it. Someone's got to be able to get that, right? 36. Creatures
I mean-
have
I don't
I
know
mean,
how big the
technically,
room is.
yes, but
what
I
is-
can't be magically put to sleep.
I guess Cheddar Bite.
It goes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Wait, which the one that you're on?
So I guess technically they both have the same health. So
I want
Cheddar
the one
Bite
you're on to fall
is at
asleep because I think that'll be
15,
funnier.
and the one I'm on has 19.
Oh,
Okay.
will it fall asleep like one of the fainting goats?
Yes,
I just
while
falls off the
Gabba's on
side.
it.
So Pumpkin has 19.
Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points. Wait, so 19. So both the goats are gonna fall asleep actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's gonna be enough for both goats. Okay. We'll fall asleep
Goddamn
for
fainting goats.
for 1 minute or until the sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action to slap it awake. Okay. So all this thing does is pretty much just from the mere sight of all that turkey, these two goats faint and fall asleep. The dwarves are going to stand, and I think they've got enough movement to pretty much reach anybody in the room. So I think I'm just gonna have one go for every person. I'm gonna go around the overlay. So I'm gonna go Gerundu.
Yeah.
What's their plus to hit? It is +4. So for Hezekiah is a 19. Gobbo is a 6. Bree is a 6. Catherine is a 21. So so Hezekiah and Catherine are both going to get hit by a total of 9 points of damage.
Ow.
Were any of those the Bane zombies?
Oh.
Yeah, we'll say that just for fun.
Use
And
the
it was
spell, man.
It was a 3 and a 3, so we will say that was a 16 for Hezekiah.
Okay, that doesn't hit then.
Oh motherfucker! What? Okay, and then an 18 for Catherine. I think that's still
Meets
No?
it, beats it. Meets it, beats it. That my AC is an 18, so yes.
so close though. So close, just by
It
one.
was.
Yeah, and that's gonna be 9 points of damage. So now you all kind of have these zombies like pressing in against you. As we go back up to the top of the initiative order with Gobbo, who your goat just
hello.
fell asleep. Wait,
I
what?
didn't get a turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're last. I'm sorry, Hezekiah. Your initiative was so low. I didn't see you
Yeah.
down there.
But not non-existent, please.
Please,
Please, I beg.
Hey, you make me
waiting a
say
long time.
nuts. You make me say nuts a bunch on a
You
stream.
made
I'm gonna
you say nuts.
gonna skip
I didn't
your
make you
turn.
doing nothing. You're a grown-ass man. Right.
I mean, we
how-
usually believe you when you say how to pronounce something.
I told him how to say it right first.
I believe. See, I believe Drunda to a fault. Whatever he says
dangerous.
is truth in my mind, and now
Well,
I
you didn't-
realize
do
that.
You didn't believe the first thing I said when I told you how to say it right, and then you ignored me and kept saying fucking ignorance.
Well, you said.
I was
forgot-
laughing that you were saying ignorance. I was like, this is a fine crop of ignorance that you've brought up this season. And then you were like, oh, so that must be how it's said. I was like,
Oh no.
And then I just didn't correct you because it was funnier.
Because you're a
Um,
dick, my friend.
I mean, I'm a self-confessed dick, you know.
Yeah, that's the fun of it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I thought so. How? And at the end, isn't that what really matters? How big is this room?
Oh, I don't like that question.
Oh, jeez. Let me look up the map key on here.
So, I mean, are all the enemies within like a 30-foot circle of each other?
Not anymore. Now that all of the dwarves have now gotten onto one of each of you, we've discovered that Bree's kind of in the back by the door, and Hezekiah, you are also back by Bree. So like you two both have two of the dwarves on you, but then Catherine and Gobbo were both up like near the table. And then they are by the two other dwarves and the Poultrygeist.
So how many enemies can I get within a 30-foot circle if I was to move?
The best you could do is hitting the Poultrygeist and the two dwarves
On the table.
with Catherine and Gobbo right by them.
That doesn't matter. So,
Excuse you?
yeah, that does. It legitimately doesn't matter. That's not me being a dick. It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't.
No, I'm
You
not.
get to pick target creatures,
I
I'm guessing.
figured as much
It's
from the way
only
that you said
hostile.
that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
only hostile creatures.
I figured as much from the way that you said that, but it was funny to
Yeah,
protest.
Well-
that doesn't matter. We fucking hit them enough
Doesn't matter.
tonight.
Yeah.
I have kind of set precedent.
I feel
for
like
that anyway.
Catherine was pretty hostile towards Hezekiah.
I'm not. He healed me. He's
Just
good.
as
There was a
God.
lot of theological argument going on between the
That's,
two.
that is cheerful debate. She
Yeah,
doesn't think of
debate.
herself as hostile.
Well, let's just not masturbate.
It wouldn't be
so-
Thanksgiving without arguments.
It's
So, yeah.
true.
We're very
Hezekiah
on par.
leaps into the air and takes flight using his 50 feet of movement. If that provokes an attack of opportunity from a zombo, I don't give a fuck. He's doing it.
Hey, actually, hey, thank you for reminding me. I am.
He's bad
I'm
at remembering things like
well,
that.
that and I'm enough in my drinks that I wouldn't have remembered that. But it rolled a
Hezekiah
natural
doesn't care.
one. It's like.
Yeah. But he flies over to the fucking Turkey Boy, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember.
Yeah, you got it right. Turkey Boy.
Goddamn Turkey Boy. And using Channel Divinity, I have. You see him sort of like as he lands on the table. It's like a small thermonuclear device has gone off. Unbelievably, blindingly bright white light emanates from his body, and as you slowly like start to get your sight back, you can see his shadow has been permanently burnt into the table. And yeah, it's a DC. So every hostile creature within 30 feet must make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14, or take 2d10 plus 4 radiant damage.
They all fail.
3.
I love Radiance of the Dawn. That is one of my favorite abilities.
Yes,
I've been saving
failed.
it for just this occasion. 2d10 plus 4, did I say?
Mm-hmm. Because it's plus your
that's
wisdom
right.
modifier.
Yeah, that's right. I've got 18 wisdom. Oh, what a shit roll. 9. Off 2d10 plus 4, I get fucking 9. That's garbage.
Okay.
Oh, well.
You get more and more northern when you complain about things like that.
I'm pissed off about that shit, that's why. I was expecting big numbers. I was like double figures at least, but no, 9.
Well, those 3 are kind of blasted by this blinding radiant light. They're looking withered. They're looking. I mean, obviously the zombie dwarfs already didn't look the healthiest of beings, but like now you've kind of like blasted away like an arm and some of the skin like on the left side of one of them, and the turkey is now like almost completely featherless at this point, even in its ghostly form. And then we go to Gobbo.
Okay. I just see that gif you posted in the Discord, Tiana. Oh my god.
You're welcome.
Gobbo's gonna be like, Cheddar, Pumpkin, get up! Get up, what are you doing? But it's like magically asleep, right?
You would have to use an action to shake just one awake. Okay, is the Poultrygeist still like right in front of me though? Yeah, you're like right on it.
Is there any other way they can wake up without me using my action?
So
if they take damage, I think.
It says if they take damage, until they take damage or someone uses an action to slap them awake.
Okay. I'm gonna turn and be like, you bastard! And I'm gonna charge forward with my lance. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker! 22.
And this is magical, right? How much does it hit?
22 to hit.
That's gonna hit. Yeah, you gobbled it.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Did you watch Thanksgiving?
Great. So this is gonna be 11 damage plus 8 for Colossal Slayer. Actually, it's 12 because it's a +1. Damn it, it's +1, so it's 12 so it's 20 damage. I just stab it right in the chest for 20 damage.
Yeah, describe how it dies.
I'm gonna say, gobble gobble, motherfucker, and I'm gonna charge it. And I'm gonna aim right for its chest, like right for its sternum, because I want to bust open that clavicle and take that wishbone. That's what he wants. So I'm gonna stab him.
Man, I didn't even get to peck anybody. Yeah, you ram this lance right through its wishbone, and even though it is a spectral form, as soon as you shove this lance through, it's like it was like a weak spot, like in a video game, and you see the wishbone crack and shatter inside of this Poultrygeist, and
it broke it.
Yeah, you broke it. You broke the ghost bone.
So somehow. Was I right? If we just snapped it, he just would have died.
I mean, you snapped it and it died. You don't know if that's what caused it or what. But
Okay.
as soon as the ghost gives up its last
That was a good one. Well done.
Was it good? You see the
Best one you've done so far.
That's not saying much.
No.
You see the zombie ghosts around the room, all their bodies just slump to the floor.
And as a Poultrygeist dies, I get this nice little burst of healing.
Yes, you do. And then you see Thalbuck's spirit reappear. Oh, hey. Oh, dang. Y'all actually did it.
Indeed, through the blessings of the shine. Not the shiny boy, that's a different character.
You almost did
The
it.
Lord of Light. From the blessings of the Lord of Light, we have prevailed this day.
Everyone who came through here to try to do this must have been fairly incompetent. That wasn't that hard.
I mean, no one really made it past the jelly.
How'd you get cursed for so long? Like, you suck. I'm just saying.
I literally, one of the first
Verily.
5 things I said when you all walked in here was, I'm not a very good fighter. And I just
Well,
give
obviously
people
you're a
tickets.
ghost.
You were the headmaster. How are you not good at shooting things?
I didn't kill animals. I'm not a monster.
Spent your time
Related
in
and ticketed people
idleness.
who killed.
Okay.
But now
Sure.
that I'm a cool ghost and I can like leave this place, if you all don't mind, I'm just gonna kind of keep giving people ghost tickets out in the wild. Make sure nobody hunts another Gobble Goliath when the next one shows up.
Wait, there's more of these things?
I mean, I don't know. One might. This one existed, right? So that means there's probably gonna be more that are born.
I grow weary of listening to your mealy-mouthed excuses to live a life of unlife of idleness and sloth. Begone, foul spirit.
You're, are you turning him?
Yes.
What's that mean?
I mean, I
What,
probably
like-
shouldn't. I shouldn't be able to because I use my channel divinity. But for funsies, can I please turn?
Mhm. Yeah, you you dirt
So I
him.
mean, it would be a saving throw, but like.
We'll say that as soon as you're casting that, that first ghost that you turned and ran through the wall starts to charge at you guys through the wall, and he's like, "Ah!" and then he's like,
Back out. Back out
yeah,
that way.
Thalberg's like, nope, not now, Jerry. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. And they both walk through the wall. And then as you go to the stone doors that are barring your exit, like Thalberg said, you're able to lift between the 4 of you, you're able to lift the bar that has been barring the door easy enough, like enough that where the 4 of you won't even need to make an athletics roll. You lift it and push open the stone doors, and you see that all the turkeys have now you don't see them anymore. Wherever they came from, seems like they have gone back to their pastures or wherever the fuck turkeys do in their off time.
Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Turkey Eye Joe.
Not while I'm taking a drink, Tiana, please.
It's the only time I can
No,
get a word in
that's the
edgewise.
Where did you come from, sausage stuffed Joe? Sausage stuffed Joe. Joe.
I'm gonna take my lance and hold it up to Pumpkin's head. It's gonna turn back into one of his horns. I'll then dismiss Pumpkin and Chedarbite, pull out my other Wondrous figure, resummon Butterbean, because he has the speed of a horse, even though it's a goat, and climb aboard. Well, that was a waste of time. Let's go get those truffles.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Nature's bounty is worthy toil.
And as you all ride off into the sunset to find some
Clicking our
nasty
heels and
mushrooms, we'll reverse the order tonight. Tiana, where can people find you at?
Hi, I'm Tiana. I'm most commonly found over at Quests and Chaos, which is Quests and Chaos. It's twitch.tv/Quests and Chaos. I am a GM over there for a D&D podcast, Swords and Sages. We're currently on hiatus, but we'll be back after Thanksgiving. I am also a player on the Call of Cthulhu on Saturday evenings, and I am an actor in and edit and produce the Redacted Reports, an episode of which just dropped today. We're getting close to the end of Idaho. Check it out. Danny's about to murder me for what I did to Rowan today.
Maybe a little.
Living in your own private Idaho.
Speaking of Danny, where can people find you at?
And you can mostly find me hanging out here at the Majestic Goose Network. I hang out on every other Tuesday with DB. We've got our crafty podcast, and that's pretty crafty this coming week. Yes, next Tuesday.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you guys were taking off or not.
We're not.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about Robin Hood Men in Tights, and we're going to be making Robin Hood hats if I can find a pattern for it. We'll see how that goes.
You've got like 3 days.
Yeah, there we go. You can also find me as Layseth on Roll for Weird, and Gwyn on Doom Clock, and Whiskey on Eclipse.
They're called bicockets. If you need to have a search term to look for.
I think that's a curse word, Tiana.
Probably.
Sin.
Yeah,
Probably, but we're a bit late in the episode to care about that.
that is very true.
Jeremy,
I'm sorry, did somebody say bicock? I thought someone mentioned my name.
Where can we
hi.
find you at, Jeremy?
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I've been playing Gobbo and the Three Goats. You can find me.
Guys.
Gobbolocks and the Three Goats.
Apparently, if you see me taking a drink, you can't say anything. So that's 2 in a row. I've almost spit out my drink.
You can find me all over the Majestic
Jeremy, you were
Goose
so
Network.
close to getting him to do
I know,
that.
it's close.
It was beautiful.
You can find me all over the Majestic Goose Network. You can find me on Roll for Weird, where I play Shadow. You can find me on Doom Clock, where I play Theodore Copper. You can also find me on Eclipse, where I am the DM. That is a sci-fi fantasy D&D podcast, so go check that out. And then you can find me doing all sorts of cool one-shots and things like that. On Twitter, you can also find me at Tabletop Jeremy, where I post all sorts of different things. So,
And Gerundu, how about you?
Hello, I'm Gerundu. You can find me on Twitter at Gerundu. That's GIRUNDUU. And other than that, you can find me all over the Majestic News Network. My dirty little fingers are in so many pies that I have more pies than fingers.
You've got so many dirty pies on the network.
are they pumpkin pies?
No, I'm not eating that shit. I'm not an American. Yeah, you can find me in Roll for Weird as Silas Lancaster. Also, of course, in Storytime with Silas as the eponymous Silas. You can find me on Shitty Cowboys, Jambalaya Pendergrass, in which I play a cowboy and I tell stories about wildlife. You can find me, I don't know, appearing in various different shows as Jerry Higgins, for instance. I'm very keen to establish the infinite Jerryverse, so I'm trying to spread Jerry throughout every different system I play. And yeah, I don't know, all kinds of weird and wacky, weird fucking characters. All on the network, all the time.
I didn't realize we don't have a Call of Cthulhu Jerry yet.
Kind of. I
kind of changed
Indiana Jones or whatever was like original.
But that was a little bit more overtly.
You're
kind of up here.
It's once you get into the small, yeah.
Jerry Higgins is down here. He's very kind of droopy.
We could probably ask Ezra to come back in and run another Call of Cthulhu game.
Tiana,
if you want another,
will you? Because that was a really fun night.
Isn't he great? He's a fantastic keeper.
That was amazing.
As I can be Jerry. Hi, everybody.
Then we can officially get Jerry on Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, the last time we did that, Adam was Loki.
Yes, no joke. I would love that, Tiana. And also, hi, I'm Adam Deweese.
The goddamn wipe clean, Jerry.
Adam, where did people find you?
Rubber carpets, wipe clean.
I need to go back and watch that. I missed that.
It was so good.
People can find me all over the Majestic Goose Network also. A couple things I really want to plug are Doom Clock. It's our Shiver TTRPG adventure where We time travel and hunt down spooky monsters. Lore and Pour is like drunk history meets D&D lore, where I get drunk with various guests and we talk about whatever the hell our topic is. One Shot Onslaught, we're about to start the new campaign with brand new level 1 characters. Go check that out. We play one shots on DM's Guild. So you can jump in on any level or episode, or part 1 episode rather. Halfway to Heroes, my first ever homebrew campaign. Go check that out. Geez, I had something I really wanted to talk about, and I cannot remember what it was.
Check out Adam's own publication on DM's Guild, Tournament of Tokens. It is a phenomenal way to introduce people to D&D if they have never played before. I got a friend of mine into it by making him up as a bard and putting him through it, and now he plays Bumblebee the Bard all the time. So Tournament of Tokens, really a lot of fun to play through.
I helped develop
Bumblebee.
the charisma challenge room as well.
It's a lot of fun, and that's actually based off the first arc of Halfway to Heroes. And then, geez, I wish I could remember, but I can't. So just happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Tough shit.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Tough shit. Our next stream on this network will be this Saturday for Shitty Cowboys.
Cowboys,
Our Shitty Cowboys time, we vary from 6 to 8. It's kind of just up there. So just check out Shitty Cowboys.
You know, sometimes these things take time to start. You know, you gotta let things breathe a little.
I reckon it'll start whenever it starts.
It starts when the shine starts flowing. That's when it starts.
That is the most necessary component, isn't it?
Absolutely. Lubrication for the vocal cords and the mind.
Jeremy dropped his video, so that means I think we gotta go. Thank you all for watching. Seriously, happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you Saturday. Bye,
I don't know
everybody.
what Thanksgiving is, but bye. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.